There'll be an extra fee for that.
Alrighty. First things first. Gotta beat up Crab. It almost feels mean. The first thing I do when I start the game is just immediately beat up this crab. But hey, I got gumming, so I need to level him up somehow, right? It's what the game demanded of me, and I must adhere to its wishes.
Yoo-hoo! Everyone hold hands! Smile!
Silence!
Let the world collide!
Let the mighty be humbled!
This poor crab, but also I love it because it just dies so fast. Like, thank you. Thank you for being weak to Hydro and making it so very easy for me. Oh, what's today? Saturday? Just realized that the Cloud Retainer's drops might be back actually. That crab do be dying fast. It's honestly one of my favorite bosses to tackle to ascend characters because, you know, it just, you sneeze at it and it dies. It's great. How you doing, Beckers? Oh, right. If I don't have Yanfei, I don't see the little grabby hands. Alright, Gumming, you are temporarily... It feels terrible to be like, you're temporarily booted from
Next
the party.
time, be sure.
But I have a need for grabby hands. It's literally right there. I knew it was right there, but I was still like, where's my Yanfei? Hello, Noodle! We are gonna do Lantern Rite, that is the primary focus, but I also realized that I need more of these, so since they respawn today, we're doing it.
Skyward!
At least as much as I am able to. Cleaning up before making dinner? Ooh, what's for din-din? My cat immediately looked at me when I said that. I just fed him, so I don't feel guilty, but he's just like eyeball emoji. I have taught him the phrase. You're too smart sometimes, huh? Hyrule looks weird. I think it looks beautiful. So yeah, I guess we're gonna do some quick little perusing around to get these, and then we will actually do the plot. The whole point of the stream is to do the plot so I'm caught up on it and don't fall too far behind, but oops. There's a Rosa raid in the chat. I guess I'll type Pokecatch for that. I don't even know how many balls I have, and I know you're gonna yell at me if I don't grab balls, so I guess I'll start by buying 10 balls so that you can yell at me in like 2 hours. How about that? I know you. I know your ways. Homemade chicken pocket pies? That sounds delightful. I don't really know what I'm having for dinner yet. I just had like really basic like rice, beans, and a runny egg. Delicious and filling, but very simple. I need to go grocery shopping. I read that as homicidal chicken pot pies. I mean, Beckers, is there something that you want to tell us? No. Hello, Ray. Happy Saturday. I hope you enjoyed Free Run Friday. I did enjoy the English dub episode coming out. How's the snow up there? It still exists. I mean, it took them a very long time to clear some of the sidewalks, and even the ones that they quote did do weren't done very well, but you know, it's been cold enough that it's all still there. Snow removal has been a process. No one caught the rosarain.
Skyward! Scatter!
I think these are just showing me the violet grass. Or as Rose calls them, the violent grass, because she hates collecting them. Which is fair. Let's go to the places where I know that these Clearwater are. So we're gonna hop over here. I think they actually respawned yesterday, but I was busy in story mode, so now we're doing the opposite. Sadly, the Saturday sucks ass! But yes, I did enjoy the Free Run Friday. Probably one of the best episodes so far. Ooh. I guess I'll look forward to it in 2 or 3 weeks, because, I think that's how far... What? Hello? That's how far behind, the English dub is right now. But still worth it, I would say. English dub is so good that I'm willing to wait. What is this? Oh. This is literally part of a side quest I didn't even... If I see a world quest on my map, I will start it and then leave it for later, but I didn't expect to just walk across one of them. Who's trying to join my world? Benny Maru, I am temptation. Not today, bud.
Skyward! Scatter!
I gotta prioritize building my gumming and getting my girl to 90.
Skyward! Scatter!
She's not one I intended on triple crowning, but I feel like I should. Oh, he's not in the water today. He changes where he's at. Sometimes I see him, like, hanging around the water, and other times I guess he's here today. Sadly, my power cutting schedule was updated again to a much higher stage, so it's now up to multiple 4-hour cuts throughout the day. What are they doing that they are giving you constant power cuts for several hours for weeks? Like, what are they actually doing? What project requires them to repeatedly cut power to an entire residential area? Sounds like a bunch of BS. Also, hello, Ghost Corvin. I may have said hi before, I'm not sure, but I definitely said it in my head, so I wanted to make sure I said it out loud too. I do that sometimes. I'll read a message and it'll be like, oh, that's really sweet. Like, Ghost Corvin dropped by, and I'm like feeling all like warm and giddy inside, and then I realize I never say shit. And I'm like, wait a second, hold on. I need to vocalize my goodness. I was gonna say, like happiness or ecstatic, but it all just started forming together. English is a language. Yes, words are hard, especially since I've been feeling rather like blah lately, so it might not come out the way that I intend, but I'm trying my best.
Skyward! Scatter!
I do like hopping around as Cloud Retainer. That's all you're ever gonna hear is just skyward scatter over and over. I make no apologies. You can see why Eula's on this team. Specifically for these stupid rocks.
Scatter!
Ooh, you finished Penacony? That's what I'm doing tomorrow. That's tomorrow's stream. That is the objective. How long would you say it took to play through that in regards to the main plot? I deliberately left Star Rail to last because A, it came out more recently, and B, I was further behind in Genshin. But 4 to 5 hours, that's the perfect length for a stream. Let's go. I hope they're all back here.
Skyward! Scatter!
I beat up the crab once, and then I've just been hopping around looking for these drops. great stream so far. I'm glad you all dropped by so I could pick up these shiny rocks.
Yeah. Got her.
There's no point worrying about the skyward scatter. Que sera, sera. Oh, I understood. He was interrupting Charlene's signature catchphrase with Shenyun's, aka Cloud Retainer's, goofiness.
Yeah. Skyward.
At least I know roughly where these things are. I don't know where all of them are, but I've been looking for them recently enough that I vaguely recall. And I also marked down some of the locations with the, like, the mutton icon on the minimap. So,
Yeah. Skyward. Got her.
how was y'all's day today? I mean, still ongoing. This is probably the highlight of it, which I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing necessarily, but I'm enjoying it, so whatever. Alright, I marked this because I never actually did that one, but I don't care. You got home from work roughly 3 minutes after Lady started the stream? It's like I knew. I was waiting.
Yeah. Skyward.
I mean, in actuality, I was supporting some of my fellow streamers by watching both Kill the Sheikah's start of her stream, and also Ruby is currently streaming a Final Fantasy IX randomizer, and is almost 7 hours into the run. I'm actually lurking in his channel right now to watch. Someone came over and fixed one of your bikes today? That's cool. How many did we grab? Oh, we're so close! When I first checked this, we were at 11. Do I know where enough are? I know there's one in the water here. By one, I mean like 2 or 3, but... Oh, it is just one. I lied to myself! I wanted it to be more. Okay, I need 6 more. Do I have any other location I haven't visited yet? Probably not. Maybe this one? Hold up.
Skyward. Got her.
I trust in my mini-map. If I marked it down, it must exist. Even if I don't currently see it, I believe. Oh! I believed! Am I missing one? I don't know how many the first one dropped. Why? Why is the game gotta be like this? Party animals looked like it was goofy fun. I've already been up here. I went through here. This might be a cave. What if it's like through here? I don't know. This was not where I thought it. Oh, I remember where this is. This is not where I wanted to go. Well, let's see if any of my friends are online so I can steal exactly one thing. Yo! Alright. Hold on. Let's see if she lets me in. I don't even think she's unlocked that part of the map yet, but let's find out. She didn't respond. Ouch.
Aristocratic etiquette is all just for show. Just smile and nod along. I was forced to learn all of the rules by heart, but even I don't take them that seriously.
Just do what I do and steal Noodle's shit when he's not looking. Do you want me to get on and open my world? Possibly, but in the meantime, I am gonna beat up the crab again. Great Lantern Rite, you guys. I suddenly realized how close I was to leveling up things, and I was like, hold up. I always prioritize building my people, because that's what I find fun.
Strike pose! Hey! Say cheese!
Settle down.
Share my knowledge! Let my name echo in song!
Silence.
Oh my god, she said sure! She said sure! Alright, heck yeah. It's the power of friendship, baby. And yes, maybe my telling you to sign on, Noodle, was to get you to get your daily login rewards. I need Eula, but I'll also need Cloud Retainer to hop around.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Sobs.
Be still.
Alright. She has actually come up here. That's convenient. I think I only need to teleport here. As long as there's one here, I should be good. Oh, bless. I knew it.
It is through our journey in
Hi,
this
baby.
world that we gain experience. Power is not everything. The skills of communication are more important. If you have time, let us find a place with a pleasant view where we can admire the scenery, converse, slow down our pace, and simply enjoy being alive.
I love her. Wow, I'm actually running low on heroes wits. If Matt heard me say that, he'd actually beat me up because he's like actually out of it. But me going under 1,000 is shocking. I've been at okay, comparatively I've been at like 2,300. There's Pokemon in the chat. I also have a cat on my lap. Hi baby, you can hear him. Oh, he's also eating you. He's eating you hardcore. Hi baby. Do I have... Oh, I need more of these. And I wonder if I have any that I can convert. Hello. Oh no, how am I supposed to play the game? How am I supposed to play the game when you're being a cutie pie? Hmm? Is that your master plan? Oh. You know, he doesn't do this when I'm not wearing the headset, so maybe even when I'm not streaming, I should just wear the headset and sometimes talk randomly to myself and then see if he'll actually decide to cuddle a little more. Because he wants the
Knights
attention.
and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage. But the knights had enough sense to do away with all the superfluous detail.
Oh. How am I supposed to play that? Wow, she did 2 commissions that fast? I'm gonna leave her so she can get her companion experience for her friendship team. I don't even know if she's doing that, but still, I want to give her the option. She needs to go whale fishing. That's true. Let's see. I might have some dream solvents to switch over the other. Wrong button. Trying to play the game one-handed right now. This is where those cutscenes for the main plot would come in handy. Dream Solvents, haven't heard that name in years. Yeah, I've only become recently acquainted with them again. If only we were doing the main plot, I know. So she needs these. How many? I have... I don't know who needs the other 2, but we'll take 4 of these. I might actually do the other. Noodles immediate. I think you know the answer to that. Hi, buddy. God, he's so cute. Oh, I'm gonna need to up my gold books too. Today is Saturday, so if I wanted to, I could also get the gold books from the domain. I probably should have prioritized her burst, but whatever. At least you've completed one of them, you know? You did complete Leeway. So you did do it.
You want to learn some Favone?
This is me doing this all one-handed with a controller, because my cat is just too cute and I want to pet him before he leaves me. Ah yes, Montana and Leeway. Goodbye, kitty cat. It's been a pleasure. Bam. Okay, I can easily get another one of these. It's the books I currently need.
Blade work? Alright.
Is it book day? Book day is today. That is more than one. I mean, Mondstadt is very short, but yes. I have 5 condensed resin and another thing that expires in 8 days. I promise you that Lantern Rite will happen. Just apparently not for the first 30 minutes of the stream. Oh no.
I knew you'd miss me.
Oh shit, I need Gaming. Hold on. Back out. Farina, I love you, but I need a Gaming to get the experience out of this. My bad. That's not how you do it.
Ready to rumble.
I think he needs prosperity books or something. I don't have the books for him at all. I didn't really account for getting him, so I don't have any of the resources, but I think we're doing okay with him despite that.
Bow your head.
Sorry, pal.
I missed.
Silence.
You
Skyward!
He lived! It's rude. My Chevres is so useless. It's because she needs specifically, like, a team with Electro to work, but she's just there. How do you miss point blank range of a rifle? Don't ask the captain. Don't ask the captain. She's just, it's a warning shot. Leeway farming's not bad, though. Mondstadt's a lot worse.
Settle down. The tides beckon.
And this is the reason why I brought New Bullet.
Can't run from death. Can't
Easy.
run from death.
You know, one thing that was kind of annoying was that at 2:45 to 3 in the morning last night, the smoke detector decided that it was a good time to start screeching because I guess the battery is now dying. And when I tell you it screeches, it is so loud. Now, I don't have a battery to replace that right now, and also our supers generally aren't available on weekends. So I'm like, I think for now I've managed to put it in like a hush mode, but I don't know how long that will last for.
Settle down.
Oh, missed the last one.
Be sanctified.
No, Suits Rail is tomorrow. I'm currently doing some of my farming stuff, and then I'm doing Lantern Rite for the rest of the day. Also, hello Spidey. Hello Rose. Thank you for letting me hop into your world for a second. I literally had 59 of 60 jades after going around my world, and I went, okay, shit, I hope I have a friend on that I can just take one. And then, sure enough, there you were.
Let the mighty be humble.
Are you secretly Matt? Why are you throwing up?
Can't run from death. Can't run from death.
Heck, I have my reasons. Oh no. I have speculative ideas. I would love to get Black Swan. She has not graced me yet, which is probably a good thing because I'm still working on building my doctor ratio up to be usable, but can't run from debt, run from debt. Yep, I love when you kill them at the same time and then they're just like echoing. Right, I need to use some dream solvents. I'll just use the one for now. I think that's pretty decent so far, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I would assume that because she's a Nihility character, or at least I'm assuming she is, that she's similar to the other ones in that category, such as Kafka and Serval and Pela and whatever. Effect hit rate is fantastic for smacking them with debuffs and damage over time and what have you. She is a Nihility. Excellent. I have no crit rate to speak of, but I guess she is supposed to be more of a support character than an actual like main DPS. Oh, we just got enough for another. Here we go. Here's our last crab for today, unless I could Let's use the transient resin on the crab. I like how I was about to tease you all by actually doing plot, and then I was like, wait, crab. Me and the homies love the crab.
Yoo-hoo! Smile!
Silence!
Let the world collide! Make yourselves a room!
Be sanctified.
The crab really has no chance. Nice. I need, I think, 12 to get him up to 80. Yeah, so it will take at least 2 more crabs regardless of whether it drops 2 or 3. That boss took me so long the first time I fought it, but see, this goes to show that when you continue to build your squad and level up their talents and stuff, they'll absolutely obliterate. You just have to have faith. Mondays and Thursdays. I know what I'll be doing on the Thursday. Monday is typically my weekly boss day. Imagine having Farina. I mean, I feel like New Valette's doing more of the work there, but that's fair. You were so close!
Yeah! Skyward! Got her!
She'll have a rerun. Alright. Is this plot? Oh. I guess it's a side quest plot thing. How do you use relic remains? Fantastic question. I don't know if it like auto does it or what. I personally haven't dabbled with it. Hot diggity, you remember me. Hot diggity damn. We're the cream of the crop. Paimon's good at stuff besides eating. I don't know about that. I muted to take a sip of my beverage, but I immediately laugh because he calls her a pigeon adeptus. That's hilarious. Yeah, I don't think that Paimon you really contribute at all. You're just sort of there. That's what I appreciate about Pom Pom is that Pom Pom is on the train only. There's a Muna in the chat. Pokemans. It's called Just Wushao Dance. This is definitely one of those random events that you get primos from, presumably. I'm the dancing queen! Yes! Okay, so I literally just had to talk to him to open up. Oh, is this the multiplayer one that I've had a couple of people complaining to me about that they had to play multiplayer again? Yeah, because it's actually more of a PvP type thing. Four players are required to start. F. Okay, so is Festive Affairs the main plot? Because I had started this, but then...
Ooh, the docks are just a bit further. One step at a time. Hang in there.
wasn't feeling the best, so I decided to leave it early.
Wait, get behind me. I'll handle this.
They literally decided that mine was not worth putting in there. I hate when they do that with trial characters.
Another test subject.
Skyward! Seize the skies!
Oh, I love her ability to do that. Bless her. She gives anyone the ability to do plunging attacks over and over, which makes it a little more ridiculous. I am gumming, you're right. Epic gummer hours.
Seems like we really can't go anywhere without running into treasure hoarders, can we?
Yeah, it's not uncommon for deliveries to get intercepted. That's why this job needs guards like us.
Hey Rose, fun fact, the voice actor for Gumming is the same voice actor as your Trailblazer in Honkai Star Rail.
Paimon was impressed by your moves back there. You seem like a real pro at your job.
Oh, that's not a skill I learned on the job. It's just a hobby. Have you ever heard of wushu dancing?
Yes.
Really? Wushu dancing is famous in Chenyu Vale. Performers might be invited to promote the opening of a business or to spread good fortune during a holiday season. But I must admit, it has nothing on the popularity of the Liyue Opera.
It is Waza.
I'm also well aware that people in Liyue Harbor aren't exactly jumping at the chance to watch wushu dancing. So, it's not something I do full-time.
Huh? You have 2 jobs? How do you have the energy to do all that?
Paimon. There's so much commentary that could be said with just that one line right there. Black Swan is hot. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing through the plot and then hopefully getting Black Swan.
It's not that tiring. You just have to take a rest.
Ah, Paimon gets it, so you must sleep a lot then.
Not really. Just yesterday, I stayed up all night playing cards.
Oh.
Gumming is a gamer.
Let's go. The docks are just up ahead.
Your wife? Wow. She must be hot. Normally you're always simping after husbandos.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Gumming is gaming, I know. All aboard! That fish is super dead.
Finally, we can rest. Ooh, Paimon's shoulders are so stiff.
That's
and his stomach's so empty.
That's high praise coming from you.
Sorry. Did I push the pace a bit too much? I mean, you were the ones who said you were travel experts.
Liu is just too hilly. Floating up and down so much. Where's Paimon out? Oh, Paimon was finally satisfied and now her poor stomach's empty again.
Throw her in the water.
Aw. Would you like some winter melon cake? I have some on me that I bought from a store.
Yes, Paimon will take all you got.
You might want to pace yourself there, or you'll be too full to eat a proper meal later.
Paimon never gets too full. Just like you apparently never get tired, no matter how far you walk or how many jobs you work.
She always complains that she has
I
to float
see.
around.
Then here you go, Paimon. And for you, traveler. Enjoy. And here's some for you too, Uncle Bosu. Don't think I forgot about you, my friend. I'll just set it to the side here for you.
He's a real people person.
That hit the spot. Paimon thought she was going to starve to death for a minute there.
That close of a call, huh?
Yo, there's another Clearwater
I've been eating
jade in
winter
my
melon cake ever
world.
since I was a kid.
Where was
You can buy
that?
them from all sorts of places. Whether it's a
It
small
doesn't
vendor
matter
on the
now.
side of the road or a big restaurant in the city. But each place produces cakes with a slightly different flavor. If you like these ones, I can give you the address of the shop I bought them from. I'll just have to check when we get back. Oh, All my jabbering must be making it difficult for you to enjoy the scenery in peace, huh? Don't be afraid to tell me to zip it for a little while, okay? Really, I won't be offended.
It's okay. Paimon is kind of enjoying listening to your chitter-chatter.
Aw, a fed Paimon is a happy Paimon, huh?
Hey, Paimon can be in a good mood anytime she wants.
And be in a good mood more often. Jeez.
Woohoo! We're here!
Don't forget your things, and watch your step as you get off the raft, or you're in for a swim.
Don't forget your things. I don't see any baggage. I don't see the luggage.
Thanks
No,
for the
he's
ride,
too
Uncle
kind.
Bosu. You take care of yourself now. I'll see you some other time.
Paimon is my least favorite character in Star Rail. Paimon's not even in Star Rail.
Okay,
Terrible.
follow me. This way is fastest. We'll have to take the elevator up to the secure transport agency.
I'm actually very excited to play through Penacony tomorrow.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Oh, look at that timing. Bam! I literally could just teleport, but it's part of the experience. It's so good. Well, how about you play the rest of it or more of it today or after D&D, I guess. I don't know. Before D&D. Do it right now. Apparently, it's around 4 to 5 hours long, according to Ray.
Slow down. I'm begging ya.
What is it? No one's gonna try any funny business when the street is this packed, right?
Well, you have started it at the very least, so you could watch my stream because based on my ability to go through it and also talk to the chat, I will be slower. I'm not going to catch up to you.
Oh, well... how should I put it?
Come on, spit it out!
Do you see that group of people over there? Those are my relatives.
Oh boy.
Wow, you sure have a big family.
They're all my
Once they start
family.
buying things, they won't stop perusing till it gets dark. This is bad.
They're your family, not your arch enemies. What's there to be afraid of? Unless... Oh, did you do something horrible to them?
No, it's not that.
Family
I'm
isn't
just
always hunky-dory.
Not that good at dealing with my family. It would be best if we could steer clear of them.
Is this now
I'll
like a
explain more
stealth
when we
mission?
have a chance, but right now, we've got a job to do.
We have to do a stealth mission around his family? That's actually pretty funny.
The left side looks pretty packed. Let's go straight. Slow and steady wins the race.
Stick close, traveler.
Yeah, do you want to go down below? I just pressed the button. Oh, we are on relative number 7. Let's count all his relatives.
Let's
Oh,
wait
relative
for
number 8.
Maybe my aunt will leave.
The new game is me just counting how many relatives he has walking around the town.
He's gone. Let's go.
I mean, having 8 relatives walking around the town in sight is already pretty high.
Turn left. Run!
Okay, that was number 9.
To the right and...
Alright, well, you had to dodge 9
You
relatives.
guys are good. I'm impressed.
That was nothing. It was a piece of cake. Oh, winter melon cake to be exact.
You really liked it, huh? Ooh, you know what? I'll buy you a whole bunch and pile them so high you can swim in them.
As long as you don't wind up drowning, Paimon.
It feels like she knew what we were discussing earlier.
Hey, Uncle Drigway. These are my friends, the Traveler and Paimon. They came to deliver some goods with me.
Here's relative number 10, except this relative was one he actually wanted to talk to.
So, I guess I'll go ahead and take these over to Uncle Yongzan then?
Yes.
Number 11.
Thanks for your hard work. I should thank you both for your trouble as well. Please take a seat and rest for a bit. I'll prepare some tea.
No need. We'll be off soon anyway.
Hey, we're already here, aren't we? No harm in taking a load off for a bit. Plus, I know the Secure Transport Agency has some great Songhua tea stashed around here somewhere. I promise you, one sip and you'll be hooked. Anyway, you just sit down and relax, Uncle Drigway. Who would I be if I just sat here and let you go through all this trouble? Leave this to me.
That kid saw us and ran in the background.
I have to be up and about to drop these goods off anyway. What's a little extra time on my feet? Oh, you aren't too picky, right, Traveler? I know Paimon prefers things on the sweeter side, so I won't steep the tea too long. And I'll add some dim sum pastries on the side.
Aw, you noticed what Paimon likes?
I think what's really funny is that, like, obviously his character really likes dim sum. So, to celebrate the release of his character, Caleb Yen, who voices this guy, ordered dim sum. But I think the order, there was something wrong with, I guess, the quantity of it, and he ended up ordering like 14 packs of it rather than just like 1 or 2. Yeah, the fact that he was a named character is enough to show you that Gumming likes him more. But yeah, it was pretty funny, and so some of the other Genshin VAs were like, eyeball emoji, I will help you with that.
How long have you two known Gaming?
20 minutes.
Not long at all. We just kind of tagged along on his trip to Yulong Wharf. He's just a super welcoming guy. We became friends, you know, just like that.
That's just how he is. He's the attentive sort. Really knows how to look after his own. A while ago, one of our guards had to take off work. Said his joints were hurting due to the rain. Gaming personally went all the way to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get some medicine for him from Dr. Baiju, then traveled through the night to deliver it back to him.
That's a long-ass trip.
That young man has such a good head on his shoulders. How can anyone not love him? I mean, there is his dad, but... Well, ask anyone else.
Oh boy.
Uncle Yongzan says he doesn't have the personnel to spare for this delivery right now. So what do you think, Uncle Drigway? Should I go ahead and deliver it instead?
Is he gonna have the typical Asian experience where dad's disappointed in him because he didn't do, you know, doctor school or something?
It feels like we've troubled you enough already.
There's a Seeking in the
It's
chat.
kite-making materials, though. Could be for a kid. I'm sure the sender wants it delivered before Lantern Rite. Oh, by the way, here, have some tea.
I would love to have some tea right now.
All right, then. Deliver it if you want to.
Ooh, are you free in 2 days? How about we grab some dim sum from Xianyun kiosk? My treat, and don't even think about trying to pay.
Whoa, that's way too generous of you.
Don't mention it. Just think of this as a thank you for all your help. Besides, the thing between me and my family, it's a long story. It might take some time to tell.
Sounds good.
It might take the entire Lantern Rite, is what my assumption is.
Alright, then I'm off. See you in 2 days. Oh, and Paimon, make sure not to eat too much before then. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Is he underestimating Paimon? She's just gonna have to show him how much she can really eat. Anyway, is Gaming's family situation really that complicated?
Spill the tea.
He has such a happy-go-lucky personality. Plus, he's an enthusiastic and diligent worker. It's hard to imagine a guy like that being troubled by much.
How should I put it? Since he already plans to tell you himself, you don't need an old man like me to add my 2 cents. You seem to be around the same age.
No, I drank the
so
tea,
you
now
might
I want him
have
to
a lot
spill
in
it.
common. Perhaps you could help him talk things through. Consider it a favor to me.
Sure.
If you have the time, maybe you can make a little flag for us to wave about. It can say, "We provide aid in spades." Couldn't hurt to advertise our services, right?
I did not agree to this.
Well, I can certainly arrange that.
There's always more
Is
in
there
the
anything
teapot
else you wanted to
noodle.
say?
Wait, seriously? Paimon was just joking. But if you're going to get us something, she'd much rather have winter melon cake instead.
I do appreciate Traveler's expression of, for fuck's sake.
Seems like Gaming really has rubbed off on you. Would you like some more tea? I think there's some left.
See, I told you, Noodle. We didn't drink all the tea. Heck! Heckin' heck is right, Noodle-long.
No thanks. We came all this way and still haven't gotten a chance to look around the wharf. We should see the
I
kinds
called
of
it.
kites
I
they
knew.
got. Maybe they'll have ones you can't find in Liyue Harbor.
All right, then. Please do let me know if you'd like more tea. You're welcome to stay as long as you like.
Walk along the wharf, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
Yeah, skyward!
Clearly that's what they meant by walking, right? Actually,
Don't miss
Oops.
out on our Lantern Rite promotion. Only the best tea sourced directly from Xianyun Village. Buy 3 boxes, get 10.
I didn't expect him to actually have voice acting. The game knows. Skyward! Scatter! Yo! Let's go! I summoned her!
The way you speak, one might have presumed you were displeased to be in one's presence.
Sobs.
Take note, Paimon. You could learn a thing or two about how to respect your elders.
Ugh, starting on the elder stuff already, huh?
She's literally thousands of years old. What's your fucking problem?
Shouldn't you be back in your cave tinkering away at some kite-related thingamabob or something? What brings you out here?
We literally just saw her move to Liyue Harbor. Why are you telling her to go back to her cave? SMH.
And what's with that huge box next to you? Ah! Paimon gets it. You're here to do some shopping, aren't you?
Like, what is wrong with Paimon? She just immediately goes into attack mode.
And what of it? The Qixing's decision to integrate Fontanian technology into said kite-flying competition is of no consequence to oneself. Did you expect one to willfully compete against the whimsical trends of worldly sentiment, or perhaps even fall to petty sulking over such?
It's not that we think those things exactly. That's just what Mountain Shaper and Mooncarver told us. Or Chia something and Ho. Paimon can't be bothered to remember what their aliases were called. Anyway, they went to Liyue Harbor to look for you. They even asked us to pass along their regards if we ran into you.
SMH.
Oh, huh.
Xianyun?
Did she forget about them? No, she would never.
It appears time has quite flown since one's arrival
She
in
did.
Liyue Harbor. How could one have forgotten about those 2 old fossils? One shall have to bring them back some divine herbs to atone for this slight. Nay, given that one has ventured all this way to Yilong Wharf, tea would be more advisable. A great thought has illuminated one's mind once again. One is reminded that certain purchases have yet to be made. Perhaps you two could wait here whilst one performs this task. It'll be but a moment.
She's like, excuse me, bye.
Wait, here? You really just gonna ditch us here to watch your stuff?
I respect it.
That woman really just does whatever she wants.
As she should, Paimon. I'll leave the stuff. Stop watching the you.
Hey, not you too, Traveler! Oh, all this Paimon ditching is super not appreciated. Just come back soon, okay? Paimon doesn't want anyone to try and steal his stuff.
Welcome. Please have a look around.
Apparently.
We only sell teas of the finest quality, sourced directly from Xianyun Vale.
Hey, that's the guy
Might
that I
recommend
was
the Song
accidentally
logo.
talking to
It's
before.
one of our specialties.
Now, that sounds promising. One will bring some back for those old fossils, and all will be well.
Why are we lurking? We could just say that Paimon's taking care of it. Why do we gotta be creepers about it?
2 boxes will do.
Wonderful. By the way, we're actually running a special Lantern Rite promotion. Buy 3 boxes, get 10% off. 4 boxes will net you 20% off.
20% off 4 boxes. This merchant strikes a fair bargain. One might as well give some to Morax and Ping, too.
Oh, she's so
Then
cute.
4 shall suffice.
I see. Are you intending to give these as gifts? If so, perhaps I can interest you in these exquisite gift sets. Buy 10, get half off. Look at the magnificent design, and the red ribbon gives quite the festive flair, don't you think? Such a gift would be sure to impress any lucky friend or family member.
10 boxes. Seems rather excessive. But if one factors in the Conqueror of Demons and one's disciples...
She is so cute. The fact that she immediately just wants to gift stuff for everyone. Like, she only started off with just maybe taking care of the 2 that she had forgotten about, and now somehow she's gone up to 10 of them.
10, a nice round number, don't you think? Of course you do. I'll even shave a little extra off the price for you.
That is agreeable. One will, I will have these boxed up then.
Of course, right away.
I see you have quite the eye for fine items, mademoiselle. Perhaps some of my wares might also be of interest to you.
Leave her alone!
I'm a toy merchant from Fontaine. You'll get nothing but the finest and most intricate clockwork toys Mora can buy here. Each one sure to be a source of endless amusement.
Except she's an inventor, so she might not care.
Perhaps you could enlighten me then. When should said amusement be derived?
Well, that is, of course, best understood by playing with them yourself. If you could wait just a moment, I can bring one out and give you a demonstration.
There is no need for that.
Mademoiselle.
Give me your newest and finest model, and be sure to package it securely.
What has she sensed?
Of course. Here you go.
It couldn't have been us. She already knew we were
manual
here.
is...
I can do without. Thank you. Many watchful eyes surround this place. If one were to be spotted purchasing a mechanical toy such as this, a child's plaything no less, it would only invite scandal.
Oh, she deserves the world. Dang it.
There is no harm in bringing it back to study in secret. ...
Meanwhile, the Conqueror of Demons now just now randomly here.
Did your shopping go smoothly?
Naturally. One may not delight in social interactions, but that does not mean one lacks said faculties.
Yeah, but she believes that we were with Paimon the whole time, so unfortunately we had to go back. That box doesn't look any different.
And you two? Are you not here to purchase things?
We just haven't had time yet. It doesn't look like there are any kite stalls around Elong Wharf, but it does look like there are lots of goods from Fontaine.
I mean, it makes sense. They're right next to each other.
You are also planning to participate in the kite flying competition, then? One means to say, you along with all the other youths. One has been entreated to share one's kite-making expertise, and indeed, there was little one could do about such persistent supplication. One moment energetic and earnest, and dejected the next. One had no choice but to acquiesce to these requests, and thus, one will be organizing a kite-making workshop to provide personal instruction in this art form.
I love her.
Oh, who will be participating then?
Xiyu, Shenhe, Ganyu, and Yayo.
Wow, that's quite a few people. Also, this is all pretty well, Xianyun, but it's not like you have to make your own kite to participate in the competition. You can't just buy one ready-made and call it a day.
Ha! You speak of those equipped with the mechanical lifting device, do you not? 'Tis nothing but a crude piece of mortal machinery. The mechanism that one has developed was the fruit of millennia of meticulous study. Let us not speak of the source of the mechanism's power, but rather its structure. It is composed of materials as light as bamboo and as strong as iron. This composition grants it the lightness of weight to ascend into the sky and the durability to follow the wind for many a mile. It is built with a series of intersecting rods that...
She's such a nerd.
Never mind. It is unlikely the two of you will understand, even should one expend the effort to explain. One is better off saving one's breath.
It sure seems like you want to talk about it, though.
So, will you be attending the workshop or not?
Huh? Wait, you've been trying to invite us this entire time?
I would never do that to Cloud Retainer, okay? I would never stick Paimon with her and then just peace out. That would be terrible.
All right then. No need to prepare the materials in any case. One has it all sorted. Arrive at Mount Outsong in 2 days. I shall be expecting you around midday.
Are you leaving? Don't you want a guard to help you with that big box of yours?
She's an Adeptus.
Surely you jest. One goes as one pleases. For what reason would one need to rely on another?
Pretty sure, yeah, she literally can just go like, swish.
It can float? What kind of invention is that?
One calls it the floating toting device.
Huh. She seems pretty proud of that one. Look at her walk down the street. She seems so confident, but everyone around her is looking at her all funny. Paimon wonders... never mind.
I love the floating
But anyway,
toad.
that box of hers seems to be full of those mechanical lifty thingamabobs. Not that Paimon was peeking or anything. She just, got a bit unsteady for a second and accidentally brushed the embroidery on top.
Wow.
And wouldn't you know it, all the stuff inside almost came bursting out. Paimon even went out of her way to keep it all together.
She was so nosy, she went through the bag in her absence.
All Paimon say is that Chenyu sure does try hard to save face. What did she call it again? A crude piece of mortal machinery? Paimon bet she just can't wait to take it apart and see how it's made.
I mean, if it was filled with nothing but birdseed, I would support her.
Totally. We should probably act like we didn't see anything, though. You know, in consideration of her feelings and all. After all, that is the propriety with which one should comport oneself. When it comes to an elder, right?
Excellent. I wish the button would actually just let you claim it without having to go to the Adventurers Guild.
Got her!
It's rather goofy in my opinion that it doesn't.
Ad Astra. Thank you for
That's not even the one I'm picking. Hello? Ad Astra Abasosk. Alright, let's do the freebie. See what we get. Woo! Wow, this is useless. Actually, Harbinger of Dawn is one of the rare instances where it isn't useless, but you know. Woo!
Occupied. Perhaps we could.
Hey, I caught the Burmy.
Yeah, skyward, scatter.
I don't know if she'll want to meet in the middle or by her cave entrance, so we will just stand here. And it's 8 a.m. 2 days later. I do appreciate that it lets you go 2 days in advance because when the game first came out, you could not go over the other hand, so it would be, you could go 23 hours and 59 minutes, but you couldn't go any further than that. Yeah, one must be fashionably late.
I've never had dim sum at Chenyu kiosk before, but it should be quite the feast for sure. Ooh, and that's Paimon's stomach right on cue telling her it's time to go find Gaming.
So I was so excited about making a kite that I forgot about the part where we were supposed to eat with Gaming first. Whoops-a-doopsie. Alright.
Yeah, skyward, scatter.
Oh, you're here early. I just ordered. The food should be out in a second. Sit down, sit down.
Hey, did you hear that, Doodle? I'm here early. He probably told us, like, hey, let's get together at noon. So I decided to show up at 8 a.m. just to be, like, super early for some reason. And he's already here ordering food. He wanted to get 3 meals in before we arrived.
Let's all take a seat.
Here, hand me your cups.
It's a weird transition.
Oh, thank you.
In one session.
Wait, you weren't supposed to drink that, Paimon. That was for you to rinse your utensils.
Whoops.
That's a thing?
Now I want goodies.
Wow, so much delicious food. Do you really eat all this just for breakfast?
Only when he's got friends with him.
That's just how we do it where I'm from.
Or I guess that too.
Most of the time, though, I don't eat lunch after dim sum.
Oh, that's good to hear. Paimon doesn't need to worry about holding back then.
Eat! If it's not enough, we can always order more. Oh, and there's tong soy coming as well. I don't usually have that in the morning, but, well, since everyone's here, I just had to order it.
I want to eat this.
What about you, Traveler? Is the food to your liking? Want some more seafood congee? Let me refill your bowl.
Paimon's gonna take you up on that. Fill it up nice and full and make sure she gets a few extra shrimp. Thanks! So full. That meal was so satisfying, it even gave Paimon some extra brain juice.
Yikes.
Oh, listen. Paimon's figured it out.
Figured out what?
Let's think about this for a second, Gaming. You invited us to this awesome restaurant and ordered a whole table full of expensive dim sum just for the 3 of us. Well, you must be hiding the fact that you're some young master from a rich family. That would explain why you try to keep your friends and family away from each other.
That's very presumptuous of you, Paimon.
Are you confusing me with Xingqiu?
Huh? You know Xingqiu? You sure know a lot of people.
Traveler face. I do appreciate that the Traveler's a lot more expressive now and is usually just judgmental towards Paimon.
Well, when you're on the road as much as I am, you hear all sorts of rumors. Sometimes they're true, sometimes they're not. What it comes down to is being able to tell the difference. More often than not, that means knocking on some doors to find out for yourself.
Oh, you truly are a man of many talents, young Master Gaming.
Okay, enough with the teasing. Sorry to burst your bubble, Paimon, but you're wrong about my family situation.
What? Paimon thought she was onto something there.
My dad is just an ordinary tea merchant. Small scale stuff, you know? It wouldn't even make sense to mention his business in the same breath as the Xianyun Commerce Guild. My dad... he always wanted me to inherit the family business. To be a merchant like him. But that's just not who I am. It's not who I ever wanted to be.
I mean, I made the joke about, like, oh, his father wants him to be a doctor, because that's the stereotype. But, I mean, inheriting the business is in a similar vein to that.
Have you ever talked to him about it? You know, about your interests and aspirations and stuff.
Of course I have. I told him I wanted to be a wushu dancer. That I wanted all of Teyvat to see what I could do. According to my dad, though, that wasn't a real job. Just a child's pipe dream.
Oh, that's terrible.
I'm sure he thought I would come around eventually, but wushu dancing has always been the only thing I wanted to do. One day, he tried to get me to visit some other tea merchants to start building the right relationships, but I refused to go. We got into a huge fight. We were this close to throwing hands. In the end, I was so angry that I ran away from home. I haven't been back since.
So that's the real reason why he was dodging all the relatives, is because he's a runaway. There's just some relatives that understand his plight and support him, so he'll actually talk to those ones.
Don't get on my case just yet, okay? It's not like I think I'm completely without fault. No, I know that it wasn't the right way to go about things. But my dad's stubborn. No matter how hard I tried to convince him, it just went in one ear and out the other. There was no changing his mind. I knew talking would only get me so far, but if I made it big in Liyue Harbor, the results could speak for themselves.
Gaming.
But I'm sure you both already know how that's going. Wushu dancing's just not that big in Liyue Harbor. In the past, I would go door to door from store to store, asking if they would be interested in hiring a performer. Most times, I wound up eating nothing but humble pie. And you can't just rely on dreams to put food on the table, right? So, I found a job as a guard to make some money. And now I have enough to get by and then some. Still, change takes time. Gotta take it slow, you know?
I like how it's barely noticeable because of his bangs, but he actually has, like, a piercing, like an eyebrow piercing or something. Like, it's right there. This little silver... I don't know. It's cool. Most of the... I don't know if any other Genshin characters have piercings on their face, so I'm like, over here like eyeball emoji.
Paimon understands.
Even if it's hidden, I see you.
Enough of all that serious talk. Our tea's getting cold. Ooh, let's do something fun this afternoon. What do you say, huh? I'll organize.
I gotta make...
Actually,
yeah,
we
good.
kinda already have plans this afternoon.
Bring him with
Xianyun
you.
That we would go to her kite-making workshop.
Oh?
Are you interested in kite-making, Gaming?
Oh, no. It's just that I happen to know Auntie Xianyun.
Auntie? Why do you keep getting options to say, like, yeah, by the way, she's an adeptess? Wasn't the whole point was to, like, keep it a secret for her? Like, why do we constantly get to be like, oh, hey?
That title certainly humanizes her a bit.
Oh, I know that she's an adeptess. I met her during a delivery once. But hasn't she been in the city lately? She's even tried, with some limited success, to change her terms of self-address or something like that. She came to see me a few days ago to ask about luminescent dyes. Oh, wait a second. She doesn't plan on putting those on a kite, does she?
Is that not something you can do?
It's one thing to use it on cloth, but applying it to paper is another matter entirely. Why couldn't she tell me what she wanted them for?
Yeah, she does seem to have trouble with that sometimes.
It would be such a shame if everyone worked so hard on their kites only for them to get ruined in the end. Okay, I'll go with you. If Auntie Xianyun wants to use those dyes on a kite, the formula will need to be changed.
Great! The more the merrier!
Yeah! Let's all go kite making together! Woo! It's the part that I want. Let's go. We'll also get to see Shenhe and Ganyu in there. Oh, that is the door. I was like, where do we go? $2,000. Jeez. She literally has a house in Liyue Harbor, but it was like, hey all, let's go to the old abode to make some kites.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
I don't think I've ever seen Yao Yao in the plot before. Maybe once.
Ganyu! Come on, wake up! Some friends have arrived!
Hello.
Hello, friends.
She's sleepy.
Ganyu!
Oh, I have some mint oil. Perhaps we should try that. A guest at Wanmin restaurant recommended it to me. I've tried it. Its stimulative effects are much stronger than what can be achieved from chewing on mint leaves alone.
Isn't it like early afternoon? Ganyu has one day off and she just can't. What a mood.
Apologies in advance.
Wait! Shenhe? Not there!
She put it on her horns? Why?
See? It worked. She's awake.
Are you okay, Ganyu? Do you need some water? Or maybe something to eat?
I'm fine. I just feel chilly all over.
Huh. Was it that effective?
Chilly, huh? Master always says a cool head leads to a calm heart. So, does this mean that heat's what we need to help you, Ganyu? Paimon doesn't think that's what the expression means exactly.
I feel a bit better now. Was I asleep? Must have been around the time I usually take my midday nap.
Did you not sleep last night? That does seem to happen to you often. Perhaps you should come work at Wanmin restaurant with me. We get off at 10 on the dot every night without fail.
I could never. I'm sorry. I seem to have missed your name. You are...
Me?
He's just
My name is
watching
Ganyu.
this
I
happen.
work as a guard for the Secure Transport Agency.
Imagine not being introduced to any of these fucks and then you're just witnessing this like,
Gaming. The name sounds familiar. I
Well,
believe
would
I've heard your
be.
name mentioned around the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
He's woken up
People
yet
tell
again.
me you're an extremely enthusiastic worker, and you are very generous with your help.
Well, you know me. Or, I guess you don't.
My name is Ganyu. This is Shenhe, and this is Yao Yao.
It's an honor to finally meet you all. Oh, you must be here for Auntie Xianyun's kite-making workshop, right?
Yes.
My
I have
elf.
neither made nor flown a kite before. As long as Master is willing to teach, I am willing to learn.
Why else, like, would they all be in a mountain, like on top of a mountain in the middle of nowhere, if not for this particular, kite making thing?
Me too. I want to participate in the kite flying competition with my best friend. Plus, it's more meaningful if you make the kite yourself, right?
Who's your bestie?
Your best friend didn't come with you? Well, Chi-Chi's been super busy
Aw.
helping Dr. Baiju lately. I'll meet up with her later and give her a huge surprise.
Shenhe is super pretty.
I also brought bandages and ointment with me today. It's easy to cut yourself when working with bamboo, so I thought I should come prepared.
Wow, you're really thoughtful.
Wow.
As for myself, I'm afraid I lack some of my companion's enthusiasm. I was originally planning to buy a ready-made kite and just enjoy the festive city atmosphere with everyone. But Cloud Retainer is always going out of her way to look after her juniors, wanting us to have the best there is. She always puts us before herself.
Huh.
It was so thoughtful of her to arrange this workshop, so I simply couldn't let such consideration go to waste. My motivation for being here might be a little different, yes, but I'm ready to put in just as much effort as everyone else.
Well, we're all here, but where the heck is Xianyun? Shouldn't she be here by now?
Who is it that speaks of oneself in such an ill-tempered tone?
Oh, come on! You clearly heard Paimon!
Master stopped to buy grilled tigerfish to share with everyone. Come get it while it's still warm.
I still
Oh,
love...
Paimon's sorry, Miss Illuminated Bird! Paimon always knew you were the smartest, coolest, and prettiest adeptus. Someone as wonderful as you is sure to have brought enough for Paimon as well, right?
I love that when she designed the outfit for Shuyu, it matches her. Cute.
So delicious. Paimon's life is complete.
It appears that we've ended up with quite a few participants indeed. Go ahead and divide yourselves into small groups. The materials are over here. The regular dyes and luminescent ones have been clearly marked. Use them as you see fit. As for how to make the kite, one assumes you all made sure to listen to the instructions one provided while we were eating. Yes? Are there any questions?
Paimon may have focused a little too hard on the eating and less on the listening.
I'll be the one making it anyway, Paimon.
Paimon knew she could count on you, Traveler.
One will wait under this tree and avail oneself of the cool air while one digests. Do not hesitate to seek one's company if you have any trouble, questions, or simply want to chat.
We're not in any hurry to get started. Why don't we go see what the others are up to?
Hey, Gaming! Want to team up?
Huh? Wait, I have to participate? I thought I'd be done for the day after adjusting the dye formula.
You're that unenthused by kite making, huh? That doesn't seem like you.
No, it's not that. It's just... it would take too long to explain. I guess I'll just make one then.
Man, growing up, my family would always force me to make kites when I didn't want to, so, well...
What shape should we go with? How about a butterfly?
Of course he would pick a butterfly. We learned earlier that the meaning of a butterfly kite is to represent freedom, and following your aspirations. Bam! Symbolism. Surprise! I like how it even had to tell us that again just in case you didn't remember it from an hour ago.
What do you think, Xiyu? Is there a particular design you want?
I want a Swanee!
That might be a little hard to pull off.
True, but I still want to try. They're super cute.
Okay, it's decided then.
Gaming, can I do the coloring?
Sure. I'll go ahead and make the frame for you.
Auntie Cloud Retainer, look! Am I doing it right?
Very good. Your frame is nice and sturdy. This design, is it a finch?
Yep.
One is looking forward to seeing your finished product.
What color are you going to make it, Yao Yao? I haven't decided yet. If I make it blue, it'll be more like my friend. But if I make it gold, it'll be more like me.
If you are asking for one's own opinion, one would advise choosing gold. When giving a gift, the key consideration is the recipient's feelings, is it not? One imagines your friend would much prefer a kite that reminds them of you.
Oh, hey, I never told you the kite was for Chi-Chi. How did you know?
I know these things.
With age comes wisdom, child. One simply has a way of knowing things.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Auntie Cloud Retainer. I'm gonna start painting it gold right now.
Good. One will watch. You two seem strangely unoccupied. One was under the impression that one was supposed to be doing the relaxing. Is your kite finished?
Oh, we actually haven't started yet, but we're going to start, right now.
I want to talk to Ganyu and Shenhe first, though.
Once I get better at making kites, I'm going to make one shaped like Uruguay. You gave him to me, and he's just the best.
One is pleased that you like the gift.
Sobs.
Shenhe, it would be great if you could refrain from putting things on my horns from now on. They're really quite sensitive.
I see. My apologies. I shall remember that in the future.
Thank you. No harm done.
Good. Could I touch them just once more, though? No oil or anything this time. I've just always wondered what Miss Ganyu's horns feel like.
She literally just said they're super sensitive, and then she's like, but I want to touch them though.
Huh? Please, I told you, just call me Ganyu. Well, alright. Just be gentle.
Firm to the touch, with no discernible temperature. Oh, not unlike certain medicinal plants I've eaten before. Oh, still, Ganyu appears to be shaking like a cat whose whiskers have just been touched. I should stop.
New way to give head? No.
I see. Then I'll apply the oil to your forehead next time.
Oh, no need. I'll just refrain from taking afternoon naps outdoors. Anyway, we should probably get started on our kite. It won't be long before Cloud Retainer comes to check on our progress. Perhaps we should just choose the most traditional style.
Okay.
Well, they seem to be getting along swimmingly. Let's not disturb them.
Wow, you have your moments.
We should get started on our kite now. Let's go.
Not yet.
The scissor-tailed swallow sure takes a lot of curved bamboo rods to build.
Ugh. It broke.
Shenhe is like freakishly strong, so things that require finesse like this is probably a nightmare.
First, we have to decide on the shape. Hey, what are you laughing at?
The obvious answer is to make a Paimon-shaped kite. Yeah, I'm like my cat, just going back in the crate. Wake me when it's over. Oh.
Oh, that's not a completely crazy idea.
At least clean up the vomit.
A Paimon-shaped kite could at least make sure you never get lost on your travels and always find the tastiest food and funnest things to do wherever you go. Maybe we're not exercising enough artistic license. Ooh, we should exaggerate this a bit. How about this? The word Paimon means the guardian angel of travelers.
Wow. That looks so goofy.
Now, what expression should we give her, since the kite is going to be flying super high in the sky?
She should look pleased with herself. She should look afraid. She should look guilty about something.
Oh, Paimon totally didn't do anything wrong. And even if she did, she doesn't deserve to get shot up into the sky for it. Something like this, then.
Let's hear what she says about the other two.
Since the kite is... It's too high! Someone save Paimon! She's about to faint! Like that?
I probably will pick that one.
Since the kite is... Ooh, like this? Ooh! The title of Champion Kite Flyer is mine!
Nah, we're going for number
Since
2.
The kite... It's too high! Someone save Paimon! She's about to faint! Like that? Now that we've decided, let's make it happen!
Why is she fine with that? I think that's the more surprising option. What? Ah, yes, it sounds great to be mortified on a kite.
It's done! Paimon has to say, Kite Paimon might even rival real Paimon in terms of cuteness. Now we just have to attach the string, right?
All right, gather around, everyone.
Oh, Xianyun's calling us!
Let one take a look.
Wow! Ganyu and Shenhe made a scissor-tailed swallow! It's so pretty.
So cute.
Yep. The coloring makes it look a lot like Master. If the tail wasn't split in two like that, it might even be a spitting image. If you look closely, there are a few spots where the colors go outside the lines. Did you doze off while painting it, Ganyu?
This is a cute picture.
I did the painting. I stared at the paper for quite some time, but I simply could not recall the coloring of any bird. Except Master.
That's so cute.
Or should I say that I'm too familiar with her crane form? Even when she stands before us in human form, all I can see is blue and white.
That's cute.
Oh. Well, now that you mention it, Paimon can see it too.
Exactly. So I simply closed my eyes and painted from memory.
No way. You can paint with your eyes closed? Wow. The disciples of Adepti really are something.
You are most filial, Shenhe. One is flattered by the likeness.
Oh.
The Swanee that Gaming and Xianyun made looks very majestic. I'm sure it'll look even more impressive as it soars through the sky.
The eyes and ears glow in the dark, so you're sure to see it at night. Your golden finch is cute too, Yao Yao.
Honestly, she's super talented.
Thanks to Auntie Cloud Retainer's guidance.
What about your kite, Traveler?
Don't look at it! Wait, why is Paimon okay with that?
That's hilarious.
Why does Paimon feel like you're laughing at her and not with her?
There's Pokemon in the chat. Yeehaw, Pokemon in the chat.
I'm just admiring the expression you chose. Whether the kite soars high in the air or comes crashing straight to the ground, it's still fitting. That's quite the impressive feat, actually.
Is that the Jade Chamber?
Oh?
The Jade Chamber has come crashing down upon them.
Who dares attempt such a flagrant display of impropriety by releasing a kite into one's territory without one's permission? Oh, and to do so by making use of this crude piece of mortal machinery. One simply must know who it is that possesses such impertinence.
No! She gets so angry, she just turns into the crane and flies away.
Continue attaching the strings, everyone. One will be but a moment.
I kind of missed when she was the crane, simply because I love the the audio distortion, like echoing effect that they add to her voice when she is in that form.
Cloud Retainer! Traveler, Paimon, could I trouble you to go after Cloud Retainer?
Yeah, the face is actually a work of art.
Master's going to be okay, right?
Yeah, she'll be fine. It's whoever she runs into that might not be.
I'm more worried about the person who released the kite.
Isaac.
There's wind up ahead! Looks like we can glide over!
I hope the person who released the kite is going to be okay.
That's funny.
And now for the string.
Be careful, you two!
Master is not without her principles. We need not worry too much.
Wow. They took down my Paimon kite the second that I could move again. I see how this is.
Please look after Master for me.
She'll be fine.
Yeah! Got him!
Oops. Dropped a little too far, my bad.
It's right there!
This Fontanian device of mechanical motion is quite curious indeed.
Oh boy. Of course it's them!
Now is hardly an opportune time for your musings. Someone among us was not sufficiently attentive, and now the kite has vanished.
Calm yourself. Do you have any recollection of its last location?
One believes it drifted in the direction of Mount Outsong. Perhaps it is mere happenstance, but one feels a certain sense of dread at the thought.
Your concern is misplaced, surely. Cloud Retainer is either in the city looking after her disciples, or secluded in her abode attending to her research. She will not notice that kite. On the subject of said kite, however, one simply must remark on the genius of its windless lift technology. One cannot help but surmise that its ingenuity rivals that of Cloud Retainer's creations.
Still thy tongue. If Cloud Retainer were to hear you profess such a thing, we can both say farewell to any further use of the Supreme Cuisine Machine.
One presumes that this kite belongs to you.
Let's go! I love these three, they're so goofy.
Huh?
Regard the situation with which we are now confronted. This is all your fault.
I read green lantern light. Close enough.
One's fault. One seems to recall that releasing the kite was no solitary endeavor.
Are they communicating this through their eyes, or are they that close as Adepti that they can actually telepathically communicate amongst themselves? I have a question.
Say something, Mountain Shaper. Surely you can think of something to appease her.
Further explanation shall only fan the flames of her wrath. It would be better to stay silent and retire at the earliest opportunity.
We can hardly avoid her forever. That may suffice during Lantern Rite. But what about the Moon Chase Festival? Sooner or later, she will discover our true identity.
They're just staring at each other!
Hello?
Go retrieve the kite.
Absolutely not. You retrieve it.
That is not our kite.
Yeah, she is. She is best girl.
Oh, so an adeptus such as oneself is mistaken then?
Ah, you're an Adeptus? Please forgive us for any impropriety.
What level of Team Rocket disguise is this? How does she not know it's immediately them?
I truly possess no inkling of who could have released a kite into your esteemed domain. Pray, who could be responsible for such wanton behavior?
Verily, verily, we were but delighting in the surrounding scenery. This locale is home to such exquisite... mint! Well, and if that's all, then we'll just be on our way.
We finally caught up. You sure do fly fast in your illuminated bird form, Xianyun.
OMG, hello, Mitt.
Mooncarver? Mountain Shaper? What are you doing here?
They were trying to get away.
You?
She...
Okay, now Paimon's getting a weird vibe. Did she say something wrong?
It is of no consequence. Long has one seen through their disguises. One was simply curious as to how long they would keep up the act.
Then you are not angry?
How could one feel anger at the sight of two old friends enjoying themselves?
Oh.
One is also well aware of how enticing these city novelties can be.
She's so cute.
We were simply consumed by a fit of festive spirit. Seldom do we get the opportunity to partake in the delights of the times. However, we are far from being as adept as you in matters that require a deftness of hand. No worthy kite could be born of our own making. Thus, we could only take the convenient route, so to speak.
Your prowess in mechanics is unparalleled, Cloud Retainer. You wield the wind and waves themselves. Your singular talent stands unmatched across the land. Of this, we are well aware.
They are so goofy.
One has guests to attend to. We will have to convene again some other time. Traveler, Paimon, do try to keep up.
We're leaving already? All this flying from place to place is wearing Paimon out.
I mean, even if it's only for half a second, it still brings me joy to see her crane form.
It seems that one's concern was misplaced after all.
Then, should we continue flying the kite?
A splendid suggestion, but it would be advisable to change locations.
Perhaps your mountain would suffice? It is more than spacious enough.
A fine idea. A fine idea indeed.
Oh my god. I think the two of them are quite possibly dating. Eyeball emoji. Nah, it would never be canon because Hoyoverse would never support that openly, but they do seem suspiciously close. I ship it.
Yeah.
Everyone left but those two, thanks.
They're back.
Hello.
Paimon's pooped. Hi. Why are there only two of you left?
After you left, Yao Yao and Shuyu tired themselves out playing with their kites. Gao Ming offered to escort them home.
Before he left, he said something that I don't quite understand.
Oh? What did he say?
He said, a kite is always tied down no matter how far it flies or how high it soars. Its tether prevents it from ever truly flying free.
Oh no, that kid is suffering.
He looked quite dejected as he said this.
Now that you mention it, Gao Ming did seem to have a rather strange attitude towards kites.
Perhaps he sees himself reflected in them.
A reflection of himself. Oh, if I were a kite, I would cherish that tether as a symbol of kinship and the bonds that tie us and...
Shenhe?
It may be an exceedingly slim and distant connection, but lose it, and you lose that which links you to home. If Gao Ming truly sees a kite as a reflection of himself, Then I fear I understand his words even less.
Well, people often have different points of view depending on their mindset and experiences, right? It's actually quite normal.
Just like some people can eat spicy food, but others won't go anywhere near it?
Maybe referring to Xianyun there? Eyeball emoji?
Exactly. That's why tolerance and understanding are as important as they are.
I should make one of my team comps just the family unit, because you could make one out of Ganyu, Shenhe, Chongyun, and Cloud Retainer. Maybe I will.
Tolerance and understanding? What brought about this conversation? Did one miss something?
We were just chatting. You don't have to butt in on every little thing, you know. Where were you anyway?
One was merely doing a bit of cooking. Night fast approaches. If you are otherwise unoccupied, one would entreat you to stay and eat before you depart.
I love her.
Oh, it's been so long since I've had the chance to enjoy your cooking, Cloud Retainer.
Worry not. One has prepared a variety of meat and vegetable dishes. One is more than familiar with everyone's culinary proclivities.
How goes my day? Well, I am enjoying the Genshin plot, so that makes it better. I don't have much to say about the day other than that. I called dibs on Paimon's portion.
Hey! Paimon's hungry too! It's not like the dim sum and grilled fish could keep her full the whole day, you know?
Shenhe, Ganyu, come with me.
Whoa, what's with all the secrecy? You're not trying to play favorites, are you? If you're ready to serve the food, we can help too.
Go to the entrance.
Skyward! Scatter!
I really do love jumping around as her. I slightly dozed off to Lady's dulcet tones. I'm gonna start saying that you have dulcet tones every stream. SMH. I mean, I took a nap during your stream yesterday, so yeah, I guess there you go. Oh, they're beautiful!
Oh, I can feel the wind brushing against my legs. This is a bit embarrassing.
Needle, I saw you on the Queer Eye Splash page on Netflix. Hello? People already do and I don't hear it. Well, I don't hear it either, Noodle, so... I wouldn't say that my voice is the most calming possible.
Is the headpiece secure? I should have asked Cloud Retainer to check before I stepped outside.
God, that hairstyle is a vast improvement to what she normally has. Just got back from spending time with my friend. She finally got to take a break from her kids, so took her out and spoiled her. Ah, that sounds wonderful, Jimmy. Good friendship.
How do we look?
Shenhe's just like, I'm hot.
She asked them just like that?
I like the two very different personalities. One's super shy and awkward and embarrassed, and the other's just like, look at me. There's a Dunsparce in the chat. Everyone go get your Dunsparce. If you can get a shiny Dunsparce, even better. Because it's Dunsparce. Just finished working overtime. You're ready to fuck shit up. Let's go, Barbie! Congrats. You look great.
Pretty too, Ganyu. Oh, how should Paimon put it? You both look so elegant and refined. Those outfits really suit you both.
I feel like I would make the part of Ganyu's in the front a bit longer, but aside from that, they're both very cute. Hello, John Pepe. Hello, friends.
Given that one employed the services of the best tailor in all of Liyue, one would expect nothing less.
She finally got the two of them back home and was like, I made you dresses.
What What colors have you been partial to lately, Shenhe and Ganyu?
Oh, that's cute. I kind of forgot about the whole poker gift thing.
Lately? Why is Cloud Retainer suddenly asking about what colors we like?
B. What are you guys up to today?
I like black.
No one caught the Dunsparce. F. You need a favor? Well, perhaps I shall indulge. You may continue.
One is gratified to see one's disciple has inherited one's own tastes.
I need you to hydrate. I actually just finished my drink, though. If I have successfully completed 2 beverages during this stream so far, does that count as having hydrated? Because I feel like it does.
The color black doesn't get dirty easily. A virtue I've come to value recently.
And you, Ganyu?
I favor blue and black.
Maybe Vor was the answer all along. Well, given about what I witnessed on Noodle's Thursday stream with Zooter, perhaps that is still the case. I'm still thinking about how the like ate him 3 times in a row. In GTG.
And the material is sufficiently comfortable, yes?
Yes, very. I simply cannot thank you enough, Cloud Retainer, for this gift. And the kite, too.
Oh, they're such a cute family unit.
Thank you, Master.
One is content, as long as you are pleased with the gift. One hopes these garments will see much use.
They were given those outfits so that you can buy them in the shop, baby.
Seems like your supreme cuisine machine is just getting better and better, Xianyun. This golden crab's particularly good. The shell's deliciously crunchy, and the meat inside is so succulent and sweet. Paimon can't stop eating.
I mean, they're like technically her disciples because she's an adeptus, and they both are. I mean, Ganyu is for sure. Shenhe, technically, I'm not gonna spoil that. But she pretty much raised them. She's a mother figure. They have crabs, why not?
It's a good thing Gaming isn't here, or Paimon would have to duel him for the food. You know, with chopsticks.
It'd be a close match.
He traveled all this way on account of the kite-making workshop, and he spent the whole afternoon looking after Xianyun. One was hoping to treat him to a meal.
She wants to adopt him too!
Oh well. One will just have to extend one's thanks in person.
It's rare for someone to make such a good impression on you, Cloud Retainer.
One has high standards. He appears to be a young man of much merit, and one is not the type who would see such potential squandered.
It appears that he wishes to break free from the kite string that tethers him.
I appreciate that she does not understand the analogy.
Kite string? Huh, what strange metaphors you speak in, Shenhe. Ever since you returned from one mean restaurant, your turns of phrase render one at quite the loss.
Where do we even begin? Oh, do you know about the conflict between Gaming and his dad, Xianyun?
Why would she know about that, unless he just tells everyone?
One has only heard that the two are not on good terms.
He ran away from home and hasn't been back since.
Oh?
Ran away, you say? Huh. One believes we would all benefit from a more thorough retelling. Start from the beginning.
I mean, I don't know if he wanted it to be a secret, but I feel like he wouldn't want us just to tell everyone he knows about it.
Oh, okay. Paimon just hopes he won't mind.
Yeah, then maybe you should have thought of that first.
What?
This shall not do. Lantern Rite fast approaches. We must make haste. As one was contacting various tailors around Liyue, one could not help but be reminded of Menogius.
See, best mom / auntie.
He possessed a singular talent for clothing design. He had an exquisite eye, not just for fabric selection and color pairing, but also for what accessories could best accentuate a garment's overall styling. At a gathering of Adepti, Bonanis once complained in secret to some of the ladies in attendance that the skirt Menogius made for her was too long and impractical, lamenting that it would only hinder her in battle. However, when one asked Menogius his opinion, he remarked that the train of the skirt would serve to enhance her adeptal countenance by exemplifying a certain elegance. Menogius was that type of person.
She's saying one over and over too.
Relating to garments and accessories. Not even Rex Lapis could best his stubbornness.
I mean, maybe Cloud Retainer, she can turn into different forms and disguise herself, so maybe sometimes she's Juan and sometimes she's one, you know?
And later... one seems to have strayed off topic.
Xianyun.
One means to say that Lantern Rite should be a day of reunion. It is a time to address problems before they turn into regrets. Fate is fickle. The cruel reality of this world is that suffering and misfortune can befall any of us without design or reason. If there is a chance for young people to remain insulated from this reality, one should do one's utmost to make it so.
That's nice and all, but...
She's so sweet.
Do you have any ideas, Cloud Retainer?
Perhaps adeptal arts could be of use. No. Mechanics, perhaps. One fails to see its use in a situation such as this.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Combining our efforts is a fine idea indeed. Aha! One has an idea. How about this? Does that make sense to everyone?
Man, she did that on speed. She probably talked in their ears for like 3 hours.
Yep. Oh, Paimon really hopes this works.
One's designs never fail. Now then, I counsel rest for all, and to make the necessary preparations. One shall see you in 2 days.
Awoo. Do we have enough for a wish? Nope. No, we do not. 2 days. Bam. You can't just wait for 2 days, you have to prepare. Too late. I'm waiting. Imagine my stream, I just leave it on for 48 hours and we're like, alright, time for the next part of the quest!
It's time to carry out the plan! Let's go find Gaming. Hope everything goes well.
At least you were punctual this time. You're a punk. They clearly said I was early. You can't judge me.
Skyward! Scatter!
Skyward! Scatter! Wow! Don't worry, you'll yell at me for my balls in like 40 minutes.
An early start this morning. Playing games already, are we? Who won this time? You the one buying dim sum again?
Hey, when you put it like that, it makes it sound like I'm always the one losing.
Ah, perfect, you're all here. There's an important commission I need your help with.
I don't know how many you had before the 10. I don't either. But one might presume that it was not too many.
Alright, I've got the time. Where are the goods?
It's not just goods this time. I need you to escort a tea merchant and their wares from Xianyun Village to Liyue Harbor.
Oh boy.
A very important client has requested to meet with him.
Sure. What's this merchant's address?
One thinks that one has been infected with the one speak. One does not know of that which you speak, Noodlelong.
Well, here.
If the client's that important, then this must be a very crucial, very pressing commission, right?
Of course, the sooner you complete it, the better. I would advise you to depart as soon as possible.
Noodle long. Yeah, I went there.
Alright, don't work too hard now, Longjo. We'll set off then.
This poor kid. My full name. One has went there. Man, we just teleported all the way up here. Hello? I didn't even have to do the work.
You're a bit quiet today, Gaming. Oh, do you want Paimon to tell a story?
We're almost there. I'll take a rain check on that.
This poor kid.
Skyward!
Hello, you must be the tea merchant heading to Liyue Harbor. We're here to escort you.
Jeez.
Dad?
Oh, so you're Gaming's father. It's nice to meet you. Just leave this delivery to him. Trust Paimon, he's got this in the bag. Gaming is super good at what he does. Everyone at the Secure Transport Agency says as much. Even the Ministry of Civil Affairs has nothing but good things to say about him.
Seems like you've made some sort of name for yourself, at least.
The goods are all in order?
Yes, they're all here.
Then let's get going.
A very important client has asked for you by name. You kinda have to come with us. Paimon doesn't know how we would explain ourselves if you just didn't show up. Plus, you'd be missing out on a huge money-making opportunity.
I see. I suppose I will have to trouble you all to escort me, then. Let's go.
This is so awkward. Are we gonna get attacked along the way, or do we just teleport there? Well, it didn't even show us where to go. Oh, there we go. Now it showed up. Oh, Wangshu Inn. I literally just didn't notice that the first time. My bad!
We've been walking for so long. Is anyone tired? How about we stop and rest for a bit?
I'm fine.
Gaming, don't you usually have some delicious snacks on you? Come on, bring them out so we can share them.
I'm fine. Thank you.
But the winter melon cake you gave us last time was so delicious. Have you ever tried it before, Mr. Ip?
Paimon.
That's so awkward. I know it was like so long, but at the same time, like for them, look where they'd have to travel. I'm pretty sure it would be up this way. How did they even get to Wangshu Inn from here? Did they must have had to take a boat. Alright, so here's what they actually did is they probably took a boat from here down to here, and then they navigated towards this point. But they also had to walk all the way from approximately here. So it took them a bit. Oh, Mantike! I remember that from your Soul Link. That one Pokemon that almost somehow ruined the run.
Got him!
And the tankiest Bulbasaur that came afterwards.
Yeah! Skyward!
This place looks nice and open. Why don't you all rest here for a second?
Huh? What about you? You're not going to join us?
Inconspicuous large crane right behind our head. Is Cloud Retainer just chilling out as a crane in the open?
I'm not tired. I'll keep watch.
Oh, but...
Just let him go.
Okay, we'll just share amongst ourselves then. Did you know, Uncle Ip, that the flavor of these cakes changes depending on...
Halt! Who goes there?
Bird.
It appears that one's movements were overly conspicuous.
Did fucking Cloud Retainer ask for them to be bandits? No!
Enough of your musings. Focus. Focus on the matter at hand.
No way. Oh no.
Present your exquisite ornaments at once.
They are the best. I love them.
Indeed. Bring them forth readily and without protest.
Ah! What do we do?
It seems as if these two are acting alone. It won't be difficult to subdue them, but they might have something else waiting in store for Dad. The best way to keep him safe is... Leave this to me. I'll handle them. Traveler, Paimon, take my dad and the goods away from here.
No, Gaming. It's too dangerous.
This is what I do.
A thorny foe indeed. Let us depart and seek a target softer in blows and disposition.
I could cry. I love them.
Don't think I'm gonna let you off so easily.
Away. Let us away.
The fact that Cloud Retainer's just watching in her crane form in the background too just kills me.
Coming!
Don't worry, he's a great fighter.
Holy shit.
Paimon's even seen him take down a dozen or so treasure hoarders all by himself.
True.
But Gaming, if he had just stayed by my side and learned the family trade, he wouldn't have to put himself in such dangerous situations.
We just have to trust him. Let's go on ahead. We'd best get away from here, in case there are other bandits in the area waiting in ambush.
All is going to plan.
What a fucking nightmare of a plan.
Okay, we should be good to stop here.
No. She didn't put Zhongli up to this too.
Zhongli? Oh no, what is he doing here?
Oh, he's playing... Is he playing with a kite? Oh! It's Hu Tao's ghost! That's cute!
Good sir, please, listen to me. Reel in your line and leave this place as quickly as you can. There are bandits in the area.
Bandits? Acting in broad daylight? Oh.
Oh! Well, Paimon has her moments.
Ah, I see. It appears many people are catching a chill as of late. If your throat is bothering you, Paimon, perhaps some tea and rest are in order.
Nope, no need. Paimon's fine. She just, had some cake stuck in her throat.
If there are indeed bandits in the area, then we should inform the Millelith at once. Oh? Well, if that's the case, such matters are best left to those with the necessary expertise, wouldn't you agree?
I suppose you're right. If ordinary people like us got involved, we would only cause more trouble.
Since we find ourselves otherwise unoccupied in this beautiful area, why don't we find a quiet place to relax while we wait for good news?
That would be lovely.
Find a tea stall to rest at. This plot is wild.
Gaming. The name sounds somewhat familiar. Ah, yes. That is the name of the Wushu dancer who has been performing around Liyue Harbor recently, is it not?
Oh, have you seen him perform?
Indeed. I cannot help but admire his skill. He truly encapsulates the spirit of the Suani. Wushu dancing has become more well known in Liyue Harbor recently. However, although performers are seeing budding success, they have no doubt had to face many hurdles along the way. Ones not so easily understood by spectators such as ourselves. If you ask me, what truly deserves admiration is perseverance in the face of adversity. That is a rare attribute indeed.
I love all of them.
I have heard many of my acquaintances praise Gaming for his kind, selfless, and courageous disposition. To have a child so accomplished and upright, you must be a very proud parent indeed, Uncle Ip.
Your mouse pad is almost as long as your bathtub. I mean, hey, you've got good coverage. Uncle Yip.
Seems like Zhongli has decided to skip the formalities.
Well, he's a hard worker. Yes.
You should be sure to tell him you think that when he gets back.
I mean, please don't bathe the computer. I have concerns.
Your son is young yet. It's normal for someone his age to be a bit hot-headed. It's understandable to find talking about such things in person difficult. If there's a particular sentiment you wish to convey, perhaps we could pass it along for you.
No. It wouldn't be right to ask that of you. This thing between us has festered for many years now. In truth, there are some things that simply aren't easy for us to talk through.
Noodle, that was quite a misunderstanding. Mouse pad!
I've been in the tea business for most of my life, and I always hoped my child would do the same. Otherwise, how would he support himself? Over the past few years, I heard how well he was doing for himself as a guard. How his work was taking him to farther and farther off places. I also heard that he never gave up on Wushu dancing. It made me happy. But I was also worried. When you're young, you can handle all that physically taxing work and manual labor. What young person isn't capable of making a living that way? My concern is what happens when you get old. Every time I get to thinking like that, I cannot help but be reinforced in the belief that I was right. That I was right not to give in. I often regret introducing him to Wushu dancing as a kid. If I had known how things would turn out, I would have never taken him to see those performances in the first place.
It is only natural for a parent to strive to send their child down the right path. No one would begrudge you that sentiment, Uncle Ip. You need not worry.
You seem quite young, Mr. Zhongli. Yet you speak with such wisdom. Perhaps I have misjudged your age.
Your words are too kind. Truth be told, one of my old friends has several grown daughters.
See, he even confirms it that Cloud Retainer is the mother for Ganyu and Shenhe and whoever else. Confirmed?
Rather than fretting about their future, however, she prefers to let them find their own way.
Then she's more easygoing than I could ever be. I fear I lack such an open mind. I meant to say earlier, there is no need to be so polite. Feel free to call me by my name, Ipdak.
Sure.
So, do you also think I fret too much, Mr. Zhongli?
That's not exactly what I was hoping to convey. Only a fool would ask a parent not to worry about their child. But think of it this way. Raising a child is not unlike flying a kite. Hold the string too tight, and it can no longer soar. As my friend once said, if your children are aiming for the stars, clipping their wings will only cause them to come crashing down. You need to let out the line for a kite to soar.
It seems I was too stuck in my ways.
I mean, Gaming is pretty fortunate when he's got literal, like, the Geo Archon and a few Adeptus working to help him out with his family problem.
You need not reproach your heart for caring. You simply need to loosen your hold a little. Indeed, with such a big heart, why not allocate the time you usually spend worrying about Gaming to the pursuit of other things, like going for a stroll, drinking tea, or taking in the scenery. You never know what surprises could be in store. Things can change in the blink of an eye.
I don't think I would understand if it was just like, Dylan, Noodle's coming over to bathe.
The blink of an eye, you say? Do things change so quickly?
Children grow up in quite the same way, do they not? Day after day, year after year, sometimes in the blink of an eye, but always when you least expect it. As a father, I'm sure you know that best.
Yes, you can say that again. 1 second, Gaming was a kid. The next thing I knew, he was ready to fly the nest.
Zhongli certainly has a way with words. Oh, Gaming is back! Hey, Gaming, we're over here!
Dad, Traveler, Paimon. Good, you're all here. Oh, and Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? You're here too?
Honestly, he just needs to speak and I swoon. Keith Silverstein just has one of those voices, you know?
A fated meeting indeed. We were just enjoying some pleasant conversation.
Is everything resolved?
Well, you could say that.
What does that mean?
Traveler, Paimon, come with me. I need to talk to you.
Oh, okay.
I'll come right out and say it. Those two bandits, you sent them, didn't you?
It wasn't me!
So, that's how we're starting off?
Can't look me in the eye, huh? Guess I'm right then.
Okay, but how did you know?
At first, their mannerisms seemed a bit stilted. But once I got close, it was obvious that they possessed great skills. I was right on their tail, and it should have taken only a few steps to catch up to them, yet somehow, I was never able to close that distance. People with that level of skill would have gone about things differently from the start, like sneaking up on us while we were distracted.
Yo, there's a Trebush in the chat. If you want to catch a lady special, catch a Trebush. I like how Matt and I immediately make self-deprecating jokes with this Trebush.
Unless, of course, their real motive was to lure me away from the group all along.
Wow, you're pretty quick on the uptake.
Well, maybe we can get shiny Trebush.
I just have a lot of experience. I've dealt with many a
Great
ruthless
garbage.
bandit in my time, but I've never seen ones like them. In the end, I told them they would make good guards if they ever wanted to get back on the straight and narrow, and that they could hang out with me in Liyue Harbor anytime.
You ever consider you might be a little too good at making friends?
I'm guessing you guys were trying to help resolve things between my dad and me?
Yep.
I appreciate it, I really do.
He did just make friends with the bandits.
But this conflict between us has been going on for a long time. Even if those two were real bandits, and I was able to subdue them and show them what I was capable of, it wouldn't change anything. You've seen the way he talks to me.
It's not like that at all! Your dad really cares about you. You should see the way he talks about you when you're not around.
It's Gaming. Gaming is actually a Chinese name, but for some reason in the English translation of it, they removed the space. So yes, it looks like gaming, and everyone makes gaming jokes, but his name is Gaming.
Zhongli was talking things through with him, and he nearly agreed to let
Bad
it go.
ending. Bye.
You don't believe us?
He won't let it go. He can say as much as he wants to other people, but he won't talk to me. I'm certain of it.
Rage and I can't both be wrong. Listen, I love you both very much, but there can in fact be instances where you both might be wrong. And this is one of them.
You told us you wanted to prove yourself to your dad. Why don't you tell him about all the hard work you've done these past few years?
Excuse me? Met and I can't both be wrong. Huh? Now it's on the other foot, ain't it? Yes, you can! We're all wrong. All four of us are wrong. This is literally a correct or false, but we're all wrong somehow. We called dibs. I can, because, you know, of the four of us, Matt and I actually play the game. So we are more informed in our choices and in our arguments. You can't say excuse you. You only finished Liyue like over a month ago, and then you barely do your dailies. Spidey started playing after you and is already through Samaru. You can't say you play the game when someone who starts later than you is ahead of you. Noodle! Pros?
Will that even do anything? I'm not sure talking is enough.
You won't know unless you try. Just like how you won't know if something is delicious unless you taste it. Listen to us. It's time to put these people skills to good use. You can make friends with anyone, so why not your dad?
I mean, that is a rough sell. But good luck.
I'll do my best.
I mean, Noodle, the fact that you're agreeing at all, saying that you don't have a lot of time to play, has just proved our point that we are, in fact, the more informed and the ones who actually play the game. Comparatively. Your alerts aren't working. I'm directly streaming from my PlayStation 5, which is why the title of my stream has PS5 on it. I don't have sound alerts and stuff because my PlayStation does not connect to my Twitch in this way. But yes, after my PS5 streams, over time I generally go and refund all of the sound alerts for that reason. My dad works for Hoyoverse. He told me it's Gaming. Thank you, Noodles Dad. Hello, Mako. How are you doing?
You are very knowledgeable, Mr. Zhongli. I'm impressed. Despite my being in the tea industry for several decades, it seems I still have much to learn about the art of tea tasting.
You flatter me. It was nothing but a few humble musings.
How much tea have you drank since we've been gone?
It's not like it was alcohol. Excuse you?
Ipdak and I have found many a common interest. Our friendship, much like a cup of tea, seems to grow stronger the longer it has to steep.
It's Gaming.
Well said, Mr. Zhongli. Gaming, Mr. Zhongli is very knowledgeable. You should take the opportunity to learn from people like him when you're in the city.
He literally just said Gaming. Noodle, you can't argue. You can't argue this point every time they say Gaming.
Huh? Oh, of course.
Zhongli?
I have very much enjoyed our conversation, Ipdak, but I, unfortunately, have some unfinished funeral parlor business to attend to.
Oh, I hope I didn't keep you.
A
My
modded?
apologies for taking up so much of your time, Mr. Zhongli. No need to stay on my account. When you're less busy, let's find a time to meet. I'll treat you to dim sum.
If this was a modded version of Genshin Impact, one, they would not allow me to sign up for their Twitch events. And two, they would have banned me already. My account probably would have just been deleted because I stream this game on the regular, Noodle.
It would be an honor.
I'd have C6 of everything. But I don't.
We'll see you off, Zhongli.
I wouldn't lose every 50-50 ever.
Chat, all right?
Bye!
Should we sit?
Sure.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
This is a flawless plan, Cloud Retainer, thank you.
Thanks for helping us talk things through with Uncle Ip. Good thing you were able to pick up on what we were putting down.
I have been around the both of you for some time now. You could say I have a certain level of expertise in that regard. As for my role in the conversation, think nothing of it. I hardly did anything noteworthy.
He just spoke the truth.
You never change, do you? Why did you have us walk all this way? Paimon thought we just had to go far enough to be out of earshot.
A friend approaches.
Hello.
The camera pan! Fucking poof! Hello! What an intro! And now the weather's getting dark suddenly. What is that?
So, you're here too?
Holy shit, I wasn't
I've
ready.
been here the whole time?
I've been here the whole time. He's literally just been watching this whole train wreck.
A ghostly kite. Could that elusive Director Hu be coming to Wangshu Inn once again? What is she doing here? I suppose it matters not. Given her relationship with Rex, well, Zhongli, I might as well go pay my respects.
He was going to say hi to Hu Tao? Okay, that's actually cute, though.
It's you. I thought you were Director Hu.
Ah, your arrival is most fortuitous. Do you want to try out this new gadget? The addition of the power source makes the takeoff more stable. It's just that...
He seems quite immersed in the study of this device.
I fear it's almost too stable. It completely negates the pleasure of seeing one's kite sway with the wind. It's a bit of a shame.
It's too good.
In truth, I'm here because Director Hu dispatched me to purchase some items in preparation for Lantern Rite.
I see. Much like she does every year. Much like she'll do next year, I would imagine.
Great talk.
Am I wrong? Or has she once again sent you out to buy, what is it, sesame oil or something?
That's funny because in the previous year, Hu Tao actually did send him out to get sesame oil, so Zhao remembered. Also, fun fact, Zhao is voiced by a lady.
While we're on the subject, I do wonder why she is so obsessed with using sesame oil in the preparation of mixed vegetable dishes for Lantern Rite. A recommendation from Xiangling, perhaps. What do you think, Xiao?
I've only met Director Hu a few times. I'm hardly the best person to ask.
Yeah, I think that's neat.
And is that not a sign that you should visit Wangsheng Funeral Parlor more often? It wouldn't hurt to grace the parlor with your presence now and again, when you are otherwise unoccupied. This one here is a traditional kite, one without any equipped mechanical device. Director Hu tasked me with studying the differences between the two to determine which one is of greater merit.
She literally sent him out to go have fun under the guise of research. You know what else is awesome? Your face. Co-signed. I agree.
Many hands make light work. Perhaps you could test out the other kite for me?
All right. I have made my comparisons. If speed is what you're after, the mechanical kite is the better choice.
He was literally in the background just testing the kites while Zhongli was talking to Gaming's dad. This is father and son bonding. I love this.
Wonderful. I shall pass that information along to Director Hu.
No, the statements are completely unrelated. Noodle, you can't compare the two.
I'll leave these two kites with you. Perhaps you can find a few friends with which to partake in the activity. You might find it to be an enjoyable use of your time.
Oh my god, Hu Tao gave the kites for Zhongli to have fun, and now Zhongli is being a dad, being like, here you go, son, have some toys, go play.
Oh, wait. Who enjoys kite flying?
Well, I would imagine someone of your talent and wisdom is more than capable of finding out.
So, you were testing out the kites for Hu Tao and even roped Xiao into doing it for you? Paimon didn't ask earlier because the situation was, awkward.
I would hardly say I roped Xiao into anything. I simply sought the help of a friend. Besides, we did the testing together.
I agree. Even when we have our teasing or trolling moments, everyone here is very wholesome and sweet, and I am glad to know you all.
Seems like our pool of competitors is growing.
The competition's not the important thing right now, Paimon.
Do you like kite flying, Xiao?
I suppose I neither like nor dislike it. Although, watching a kite gradually ascend into the sky does bring me a certain peace of mind.
I love myself a lot. That is very important, Matt. Once you love yourself, then you'll have room to love others.
Perhaps they're a bit like shell lanterns in that way.
Kite flying is also a pleasant form of relaxation.
All of this plot makes me want a kite. I haven't flown a kite in a very long time. I actually don't remember the last time, so I was probably still very young.
Have you ever thought about making a kite, Xiao? Cloud Retainer taught us how. We can teach you if you want.
There's no need. Menogius was the only Yaksha among us who had an interest in matters of ornamentation and design. When Lantern Rite is over, come find me near Pervasi's temple if you have the time.
Absolutely. You don't recall ever flying a kite? Snap. Well, if you did, you likely were also a youngin'. Yeah, see? Everyone here has either flown a kite once or twice in their lives, but you were probably like 5 years old when it happened. Or maybe you never did. Who's to say? I know there is actually like a kite flying festival in our region during the summer, but I was not a part of that. But maybe in the future, if I'm feeling it, I can join in the kite shenanigans. Oops, I was trying to copy and paste my Pokécatch, but then it wasn't working. You're running low on balls. This is the 10th one you purchased? Are you seriously? Have you been counting? Or are you just doing the math of how long I've been streaming and then being like, okay, every 15 minutes? I mean, that would be the easiest way. Lady, your balls? I'm actually shaking my tablet because you guys are on the chat. I'm like shaking you, like, stop! Who cares? Oh no, my balls! Absolutely!
It's getting late. I should go inform Director Hu of our findings.
Yeah, if you guys suddenly feel some vertigo, I'm sorry, I just like shook you all.
How has she been, by the way? Be sure to say hi to her
The last time I spoke to her, she mentioned that she would be visiting Xianyun Village in a few days. If you have the time, perhaps you could also make the trip. If you happen to run into her, you can pass along your regards in person.
I'll keep that in mind. Take care, Zhongli. See you later.
Bye,
See
Xiao.
you next time.
Unless we're still hanging out with him. Great talk. Me.
Dad. You can go first.
I don't have anything to say.
Liar.
Then I'll go. I still don't want to leave Liyue Harbor.
Oh. I can't say I support that decision, but... Hey, let me finish before you get all worked up.
Sit, Shenhe, sit. You must be tired from your journey. Shall I pour you a cup of tea, or would you prefer something else to drink?
Oh my god! Has she decided that she's just gonna flaunt this mother-daughter relationship to try to give them, like, some not-so-subtle cues to work with?
No need. I'm not tired. They're gone, Master.
Perfect. The time is nigh for us to make an appearance. Do you remember the plan one recounted to you?
Yes, Master. We aim to give them a demonstration of familial love.
I told you!
So I'll have whatever you are having.
All right.
What are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe doing here? Just how many people are involved in this scheme? I suppose all I can do is just take a seat and see what happens.
Yeah, honestly, if I were in his role and we've got a good, 8 different people intervening in some capacity, that would be so awkward. I mean, at least you know your friends and fellow acquaintances support you, but still.
Perfect. I just so happen to have bought some Sunglow tea recently. It's quite the delectable variety. Or it would be if one has not been forced to drink it every day in the hopes of whittling down one's considerable stash. One has more than had one's fill already.
Yeah, in the previous chapter, she ended up getting bamboozled and bought, several boxes of this one type of tea, so she must be very bored of it.
Forget it. Such thoughts detract from the present need to keep up the conversation.
You blew all of your keyboard keys off the desk? No! Scoop them up.
Has work been busy during the holiday season? Do you need my help with anything?
Drunk guests can sometimes cause trouble, but I deal with them as you taught me, by pinning their heads against the table.
I mean, heck, anyone who works in the service industry at all, whether it's retail, food service, whatever else, we've all felt like that before. Hey lady, did not notice you had started streaming yet. I thought my phone had not updated from last night, the preview screen. Oh, hello Foxfire, good to see you. Happy Saturday. Is right.
Are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe serious right now?
The music.
Oh dear. While one was busy orchestrating this act, one seems to have forgotten about Shenhe's various eccentricities. What I meant to ask was, have you made any new friends?
She keeps glancing
we
at them.
live so far from each other. It would be a great comfort to me to know you were surrounded by good companions.
You already know of my past circumstances. Recently, I've been conversing with Guoba in the kitchen at night. Guoba can't talk, but his companionship is a comfort.
The poor child. Her one friend can't even talk.
That's not what you're supposed to be getting out of this. Guoba is the bear that shoots fire that accompanies Zhangling Yeah, but also he is the stove god. You'll learn more about Guoba.
I guess maybe Gaming is not doing so
No
bad after
way!
all. Perhaps I've been too hard on him.
He found that display so pathetic that he thinks his son is doing better. No.
Let's move on, shall we? Do you have any plans for today, Shenhe? How about we do something fun?
It was event only, but easy enough just to, I guess, send him cutscenes.
That sounds about right. Take her to do something fun, and perhaps she'll loosen up a bit.
Like we used to do when we would carry stones up and down the mountain from dawn until dusk, picking herbs to eat for dinner along the way. If that is what you ask of me, then that is what I shall do.
Her absolutely stunned expression and the glancing back and forth. Might have to clip that. Just that'd be like a fun reaction gif to post on Discord. It's just the absolute like shock and embarrassment. What the F is this lore? It makes a lot more sense if you've played through Shenhe's story quest. I don't want to spoil it, but everything she says is accurate. You got Black Swan today? Let's go!
Dad, here, have some tea. Or no, wait, let's not have any just yet.
Yeah. I simply can't listen to that any longer. Coming. I'd like to finish what I was trying to say before.
Their display was so bad that it actually gave him the resolve to continue the conversation. I can't.
I don't support your decision to stay in Liyue Harbor, because living there is too hard on you. If you come home, there will be people to help you. I'm not saying we have to live under the same roof. I know our personalities are too similar to avoid butting heads. But you'll have your entire family around you.
I mean, that's a fair point, but also... I have been trying for Black Swan. I believe I'm in the 50s or something now, and I have not seen any 5-star yet.
Your aunts, uncles, they'll all do whatever they can to help. You could get a less taxing job, and we could grab dim sum together from time to time.
Huh. I didn't know dim sum was such an important affair, Master.
Do you want to go haul rocks and eat herbs for dinner? Don't threaten me with a good time, honestly.
Shh. Just think about it, okay? You don't have to decide now.
Dad really has changed a lot. He would never have said these things to me before. But thank you, Dad.
It's been long enough, don't you think? Oh, Paimon sure hopes they've made up by now. Oh, they're drinking tea in silence. That's not a good sign. Did Xianyun's plan not work after all?
It was such a flawless plan.
Hey you two! Paimon's sorry we were gone for so long. We got to chatting with some friends and didn't realize how much time had passed.
Imagine having a dad. No.
Perfect timing, actually. We seem to be just about done here.
Yep, let's go. I'll get the bags.
Gaming has grown a lot taller, hasn't he?
These two are an absolute train wreck, Shenhe, please.
Master, did I say something wrong earlier? I tried to go along with your questions, but when I saw how you and that man reacted, I started to wonder.
Working on something, you say. I have all
Not at
emoji.
all. Certain unforeseen variables may have presented themselves along the way, but the outcome proved favorable. The plan was a success.
Then I helped?
Naturally. Your purity of spirit is one of your greatest strengths, Shenhe. You need not change who you are.
That's cute. I love how even when it's super goofy, she's still really sweet. I want to jump down the hill.
Skyward! Scatter!
It makes us feel like we were part of the journey by not just immediately teleporting to the next plot point. Yeah, just like how you taught me, just slamming silly customers' heads on the tables and carrying rocks up and down mountains and picking herbs to eat for dinner.
You must be Mr. Ip! Thank you for coming all this way.
She's back.
My name is Charlotte, and I'm a reporter from Fontaine. You can find me writing for the Steambird. I invited you here not just to purchase your fine tea, but also with the hope that you might be willing to sit down for a short interview. What do you say?
Guys, can you tell that Matt really likes Charlotte?
An interview? To advertise my teas?
I suppose you could think of it that way. We Fontainians are big tea drinkers too.
The Fontaine Market.
You live
Then
near Fontaine.
I'll need some time to adequately prepare. Perhaps we could sit down and discuss the questions you intend to ask in advance.
Charlotte is my girlfriend. She is cute.
me.
I like your girlfriend.
Is this person also involved in your plan?
She's the very important client.
And here I thought I had lots of connections. I suppose I've been humbled. You sure know all kinds of cool and important people.
Charlotte's my wife, so sorry, but I like her more. Barbie, that might be a hard one to argue because before she even came out and she was just concept art, Matt was already super hyped for the character, and the hype only grew after the 4.0 trailer, but also I believe she showed up during an event in like 3.8 or whatever. I'm calling my mom! Not like this.
Over here. Yoo-hoo! Over here!
Hello.
Huh? What? Auntie Xianyun?
She probably wants to talk about the next phase of the plan. Let's go while your dad is still distracted.
Yeah, that's true. In Honkai Star Rail, one of Matt's favorite characters is a character named Asta, who also has pink hair, and Charlotte does bear striking resemblance to her in some ways. You don't know anything about this game, but you know that that's your wife. She's a journalist from Fantasy France.
I take it that all is going well?
Don't worry, Xianyun. Everything is going according to plan.
Now you know your wife's from
I knew
France.
that was all an act earlier. Auntie Xianyun is really something.
Of course I knew that!
She was so determined to help me. She didn't even care about making herself and Shenhe appear foolish in front of my family. She truly knows how to look out for others. I still have a lot to learn.
I'm pretty sure Charlotte was on the banner for Farina when you started playing. There's a slowpoke in the chat. I have to admit, I'm now afraid every time I copy and paste poke catch that it will say a message that will be undesirable.
As for the next step...
Oh no!
What's wrong, Gamin?
Don't tell me you're the ones footing the bill for all that tea. I can't let you do that.
Fret not. Reimbursements will be made.
Exactly. Think of it more as an investment, as Ningguang would say. We pooled together the Mora so that Charlotte could place the order. She's gonna bring it back to the Steambird as a gift, as well as a sample of the regional specialty. Fontainians will probably fall in love with your dad's tea as soon as they lay their eyes on Charlotte's article. And once all the money from the new orders begin to roll in, getting our Mora back will be a piece of cake.
Valid.
Okay.
Okay, you started a whole business venture to repair our relationship. Very well.
Business-related matters always seem to go over my head, but I refuse to let you all lose more on my behalf. I'll pay you back right now.
We can talk about such matters at a later date. There are more important matters for you to consider at the moment, are there not?
Yes. I've been thinking about it the whole way here.
I really like Cloud Retainer's design. I'm just like, oh, she's so cute. Well, at least the tail will slowly regenerate over time. I know there's a whole business about eating slowpoke tails. It's fine.
I have
totally
an idea.
legal. Delicacy.
I'd hate to cause even more trouble for all of you.
That is for us to decide.
Yeah, we're all friends here. Plus, we wouldn't be here if we didn't want to help, right? Just tell us about this idea of yours.
Okay. Whew. So, it's like this.
Got it. Just leave it to us. Let's split up and make it happen.
Yeah.
We need to do those things we talked about, but we also still have the kite flying competition. Since Xiao already tested out those kites for us, why don't we also go buy one of those mechanical thingamabobs or whatever they're called? We can attach it to our kite.
I think the only surprising thing about this Lantern Rite so far is, aside from that one mention of Ningguang, we haven't seen her or Beidou. Normally they show up every Lantern Rite. It's kind of like a tradition. Keqing always shows up too, and she's normally the focal point, but this year, maybe it was more Moon Chase, like the Moon Chaser event was more Keqing's thing. Hey, we can see them hanging out. Let's go.
Do your teas pair well with milk? What about sugar?
They've been spending all day and night together, so Keqing is working overtime. Even if they didn't, she would still be working overtime. That's just her personality.
Can we skip that question?
Why would you skip that question? That's a very important question.
Of course! You would much prefer that the teas be made plain, I suppose. Perhaps you could provide some descriptions of their flavor profiles during the interview.
Like, because people will customize their teas. Obviously, as is, you know, recommended, but...
No problem.
Noted. Now then, let's discuss tea box design, shall we? Recently, I've learned a lot about traditional Liyue motifs and their deeper meanings. I was thinking if there was some way to integrate these motifs into the design of the exterior packaging.
I do find it funny that, yeah, they have to conspire to actually get Keqing to take time off.
Now that's an interesting idea. If you ask me, I would probably...
I'm still over here like, why is the milk question off the table? That's what I really want to know.
Hello again.
Heyo.
Welcome back. I see you returned from your trip. I really do have to thank you for all your help from before. Thanks to you, my daughter was able to build a kite with her grandmother that very same day.
Her voice
she even
is
wrote
familiar.
a long letter telling me how much she loved it.
Oh, you should really be thanking Gaming, not us.
I'll be sure to. And are you here to buy a kite? Please, take your pick.
Oh, we already have a kite. We wanted to buy one of those, device thingies from Fontaine. Do you sell them separately?
Yes. Here you go. Please, take it, free of charge. The directions are in the box.
Free
it's
of
not hard to
charge.
install at all.
Probably because we did the delivery.
It doesn't feel right for us to just take it.
Well, nor would it feel right for me to take your Mora. Good luck in the kite flying competition. I'll be rooting for you.
Alright,
Why is her voice familiar? It's bothering me. Like, I can't place why it's familiar to me, but I'm just like, I know you. It's one of those.
It's done. Let's get down to business.
Did they super glue that? Like, how did they immediately attach it?
Looks like we finished everything we needed to do. Let's find a good place and put this thing into the sky.
Are they done their interview? Yep. She said it wasn't that hard, lady. Duh. My bad!
Chi-Chi, we're almost there!
Okay.
That's cute. I will check after this cutscene.
Come here, allow me.
Oh, that's cute.
The Lantern Rite is as festive as ever!
Actual sisters.
Huh? Oh, what's going on?
Did something happen? What should we do? Oh, should we get the Millilith?
What's that?
Dude, he's literally standing on the ocean. Teach me your ways, Gaming. Oh, I love Moon Carver and Mountain Shaper. They're such goobs. He's kicking all their hopes and dreams. Woo! Notice me, Dad. Dad has noticed him.
Have I taken that many pictures already? I need to load more film.
I will check my Discord after these messages. Oh, they're cute.
Wait. The wind.
She's so extra.
Happy Lantern Rite. Happy Lantern Rite.
Oh, sure you gave him her... Oh no. It got me. That was so cute! Charlotte, that freezes people.
Performance was so cool, Paimon almost wanted to join in! You saw that, right, Traveler? Let's go find him! Oh, he's over there!
I will check in a moment.
Dad.
Oh, bless you! I'm gonna pin that immediately. I had a feeling that you did turn it into a GIF, but I was like, what if? That brings me so much joy. Yeah, that cutscene actually got me, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that his dad is actually acknowledging what he's passionate about and kind of coming to terms with it. Like, I'm not a person that cries very often, but I did feel that one. Oh yeah, Barbie said she sent me something too. Thank you for this beautiful image.
Skyward! Scatter!
Don't worry about it.
I think I'll head off now, if that's okay.
Thank you, little girl. Do you want us to walk you back?
No need, no need. Master is waiting for me right over there.
Yeah. You wouldn't understand that, Noodle.
Son.
Jinx.
I suppose I'll go first this time.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Your performance. I've seen many wushou dances in my time, but I've gotta admit, what you pulled off there was breathtaking.
Wow. I never thought I'd live to hear you say that.
You're serious about doing this professionally?
Absolutely. I know it'll be difficult, but...
Then it doesn't matter. What I mean to say is, of course it'll be difficult. But if that's your decision, if that's your dream, then it doesn't matter how difficult it is. As long as you put in the work, then any obstacle can be overcome in time.
He just Lethal Company clapped and that made me happy. The main takeaway from all of Lantern Rite is the Lethal Company clap.
Really, when I was young, I also... Actually, how about we save that story of my past for another time? All I really want to say is, I've changed my mind. Much like this kite, you also deserve to soar to new heights.
Dad.
Son.
Son? Haven't heard that in a while.
I bet you're wondering what's gotten into me saying all this.
Well, you see, I talked to the Geo Archon and also listened to an Adeptus have to talk to her adopted daughter about some really weird shit, so...
Well, a little bit, yeah.
Anyway, I know I've never found the chance to say this before, but... to me, Gaming, you've always been a great kid. Alright, that's everything I've got. Did you have something you wanted to say, or...
Oh! You don't talk about bashing customers' faces into tables with your mom. No, I can't say that was really something that we normally would speak about. This is cute.
Seeing the two of them talk things through like this really gives Paimon a sense of accomplishment.
It was all because of you, Paimon.
Now go. Over there. Your friends are still waiting for you.
Huh? But you came all this way.
I'll be staying in Liyue Harbor for a bit longer. When you have time, we can grab dim sum together. Your treat, right?
Dad, honestly.
I mean, is he wrong?
Go.
Okay, then I'm off. See you soon.
You're fending for yourself tonight, Noodle? Uh-oh. What you gonna make for Din Din?
That's quite the smile you've got there, Gaming.
Really?
It's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Hey, I caught the Remoraid.
I'd like to find and thank Auntie Xianyun, as well as everyone else who's helped me out. If everyone has time, maybe we could all get together and...
It's gonna be top ramen, but instead of water, Coke. He would not cook it with Coke, surely. He would have a glass of it on the side, but like... Probably just heat up some of the pepperoni melts I got in the freeze. You know what, Rage? That doesn't sound half bad. No! Don't even humor that. Don't even pretend. You know it sounds disgusting. The only thing you're allowed to put Coke in, aside from your mouth, is in some cakes. Because there are some recipes where if you use, like Coke or Dr. Pepper or Sprite even, sometimes they make for some really good cakes.
Go fly a kite.
Let's go fly a kite, friends. That was so cute. And we have enough for a wish. Maybe, I think I'm only 20-something into pity, but maybe accidental C1 Nahida. Woo. Just kidding. Don't go fly a kite in traffic. I didn't say in traffic! Be responsible with your kite flying. Was the plot like done? The last part of it is tomorrow. You can't do this to me. I have Star Rail tomorrow. I mean, that was a super beautiful plot, though. I don't know where it will end off, but like that was hype. I really like that. He has a car rental. You have a Mazda. I don't know. I'm just throwing out a random car. John PP, yes. I suppose we can at the very least look at the other activities. But I mainly just wanted to do the plot so I didn't get too far behind. These are all very cute. Dehydrate. I kept trying to rent a car, it was always an SUV. That's true. Can confirm. Blue car. Do not do the gaming event. Yeah, I saw. I opened my stream and I was right next to that guy, so I talked to him and I was like, wait, this is the PvP thing that Matt talked about. A Nissan Altima. And it's red. Gaming! Terrible. In the beautiful night of Lantern Rite, flaming lights once danced across the sky like glowing brushes, like a majestic scroll. Sure. Could you be talking about fireworks? Why is it suddenly about us? Is a great question. This time last year, you accepted a commission from the adventurer Tian Tian. I actually kind of vaguely recall that. One of the neighbor's kids is screaming in the hallway, and I'm like, that's a big mood, to be honest. I don't have the comfort to be freely screaming down a hallway, but I feel it sometimes. You can hear it. Yeah, she's still going. That was pretty clear. That's really funny. It's really funny because sometimes Rose and John PP will enter the apartment and I'll be on my headset talking to my brother and Beckers, and they'll, like, Rose and John PP will actually go say hello and say stuff, but they can't actually hear them on the other side. But I guess if you have the pure, unadulterated screams of a child, perhaps that's what you need for clarity. They are ignoring me. I mean, that's also a possibility, but I kind of doubt it. It's always an annoying child. I honestly don't really care so much. They're not doing it at any times of day that would bother me. Please pass your radiant glory onward and continue to inspire even more people. Babysitting a lot has made me hate kids, nasty, stinky kids like Noodle. Well, according to you guys, the only babysitting I do is when I stream. And yes, I left that hanging on purpose. Matt, go make me dinner? Noodle, come on. You got this. I messed up. I need a picture of a keyboard. Do you not remember where some of the keys are supposed to go? Uh-oh. Took out too much at once. Barbie, you are on a journey right now. Score 1,000 points. They blew away and I'm unsure about the ones above the arrows. Oh no.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
I only did this event first because it had a picture of Xianyun there. Collect as many Jade Lotus lanterns on the way. Ominous lanterns! The ones above the arrows are the keys above the arrows. Hope this helps, Matt. You truly are a wonder. Oh, Matt, I don't think you were here for it, but I actually managed to ascend her to 90 today. I got 59 of 60 from my world, and then I got the final one from Rose's world. Though I also realized afterwards that there was one location I hadn't checked in my world yet. But yeah, she's level 90, and now her talents are at 8, 9, and 10. I think I need more gold books, but also these. I don't know if I'm triple crowning her, but I'm going to at least get her White Clouds at Dawn to 10. I don't think normal attack really matters that much, to be honest. Okay, so don't pick up the blue ones. Honestly, Yelan would be good for this challenge, just because you can have her do the running bits. I like the music. Oh, flew past it like a Giga Chat. There we go. I guess that's my cue to stay out of bed and get food. Yes, go get your food. I know that's really ironic coming from me, and I will try to make something, or maybe I will go out. We'll see. Either way would be impressive at this rate. We're just gonna do all of these challenges.
If you are presently unoccupied.
They showed me a picture of Cloud Retainer, and I was like, alright, this is the event I'm doing. If I wanted to be smart about it, I could be spacing this out to do as my, quote, dailies. So I could do that. But then, I don't know. I mean, I actually got through all the plot faster than I anticipated. Because it wasn't, for being like 3 parts, it wasn't even 3 hours long, because I did not start the plot until like 35-40 minutes into my stream. Because we were doing other things. You kept smelling smoke and no one else in your family was able to smell it, then you opened the door outside and find my neighbors be burning shit, so your yard is blanketed in a thick cloud of smoke. That is gross. I didn't even read that. I just know that I will be excellent.
In this era of fair winds and gentle rain.
Trying to talk during it.
To deliver the rain.
Oh, that one was fast. That one was like not even half as long as the first one. What kind of goodies do you get from the... Oh, is this where you get your boy? Yeah! Because the one thing that's always nice, which they only seem to do for Leeway characters, but whatever, is that during Lantern Rite, once you grab enough Festive Fever, you will be able to get a free 4-star from Leeway. Now, the obvious answer is to get Gumming, because he's the newest character, and if you're really bad at, or at least your luck is really bad in regards to your wishes on the banner, then this is your option to get him without all of the, pain. But yeah, I mean, for those who are newer and don't have max constellations on all of the other people, the likely most highest suggested characters to get for constellations would probably be Zhang and Sincho, because they are still meta to this day, years later. Their abilities are just like super OP and worth in most team comps. But hey, Gaming is super cool and he's cute, so why not? Honestly, any of them are fun. Like if you want any of the characters, who cares about meta, just fit your playstyle. But you know, I happen to have C6 of all of these characters, I believe, except for Yao Yao. I think she's actually at C0, maybe C1. One must see for themselves. Yeah, I don't have any of Yao Yao. Well, Gaming is super new. Would definitely recommend, like, if you can't get him through the banner, you can get him for free if you play through the event. That ferret said, nah. I don't know what exactly triggers it, but I have seen that his outfit, like when he does that, it changes color, I think either based on time of day, maybe it's his burst, I'm not entirely sure, but I think that's pretty neat. Bold of you to assume I play Genshin. Yeah, which is why his name is Gaming. SMH.
Congratulations!
What to do? I play Genshin, I would know. Bold of you to assume I play Genshin. The fact that those are right next to each other, aside from Jimmy's, like, cute angry faces. Noodle? I can't tell if Ruby's still streaming or if my Twitch just froze. I've been lurking. Oh, maybe it just froze for me because now I'm getting a donut ad. I mean, better that than the random Halo ones I've been getting lately. Lesson learned, I smell smoke. There's probably smoke and everyone else is clueless. Yeah. 100% agree on that. Your sense of smell seems to be more sensitive than your relatives, which is good to know in case of an emergency in the future. This is actually earlier than I thought I would be in finishing, but I guess, like, I don't really want to do all the side stuff yet. Because I can use that for my dailies instead of having to do the actual goofy quests that they have for me. Like, I don't really care about these. So I can do the other quests. Galaxy Brain. Your existence has been reduced to a $25 smoke detector. Yeah, just don't go low battery like mine did at 3 a.m. and start screeching, because that's not a very pleasant experience, let me tell you. Hello, what's up, E? Oh, snap! It's a 1-year streak! Happy anniversary! I appreciate the support, Wasabi. How are you? I was actually ending the stream soon. Does anyone own a normal size keyboard? Listen, I have a wireless keyboard that's right in front of me. I will take a picture for you if this helps. Hold on, Barbie, I got you. It's literally gonna be right in front of me. Hopefully this helps.
Whether
if
it
you
takes
need
you
better
uphill,
lighting,
downhill, or out to the sticks,
let me know.
I get the goods from A to B. I'll even take him across the sea if you. So don't worry, you're in safe hands. They don't call me the gold standard guard for nothing.
Alright, well, here is mine, which I will send to you over Discord. This is the one that I use for my PlayStation. Well, occasionally I screech at 3 a.m. in the morning when I get depressing nightmares or stub my toe or fall out of bed. Why are we talking about keyboards? Because Barbie has been cleaning hers thoroughly and I think popped the keys out and has to reassemble it and stuff.
Boom booms and eyes, and boom booms and mouth.
What part were you missing? Don't worry about it.
I need to tighten up that part.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if there's really much else I want to do in this game at the moment because we accomplished pretty much most of it. I can beat up the crab one more time. I don't have the resin for it, but I do have a transient resin I need to spend, so we can do that. Beat up a crab. So the stream begins, and so the stream ends. With a crab fit for murder. Time for a zooter. I mean, I'll probably raid Ruby. I've got my I actually have 2 streams going right now. I have Ruby's stream on my phone so that I can eyeball emoji, and I also have kills up on my PC right now. She is doing a combo rando, so if you were in the mood for that, we could raid kill, but the plan... Oops. The plan was to go to Ruby's. He's doing the Final Fantasy IX rando.
Time to shine.
Bow your head. The tides beckon.
So yeah, this is how you beat up the crab, Noodle. Did you take notes? There's only one note that you need. You only need one note, and that's called hydro characters. Water is good against fire. Who would have guessed? Lady needs more monitors to watch other people stream while she streams. I mean, not really. I have a 2-monitor setup at my PC, like at my desk. I use the tablet for extra during multi-worlds, which I think is quite fun. Yo, I have enough to beat up the crab a second time. Hold on. Stream's not over yet, fam. I want to ascend Gaming to 80, and that will be where we end it. That's nice. Lady needs more monitors. I'm a tech. Listen to me, not her. Well, maybe listen to the person and their preferences. I am the client here. You are disrespecting me and my screens. I don't need more screens. I have 2 main monitors. I have a tablet that was courtesy of John PP actually, with a stand, which I now use for multi-worlds, and I use for the chat when I'm streaming from the PlayStation, instead of bringing my laptop over every time, which is what I did before. And then, I also have my phone on a stream. I actually prefer the phone over the tablet for that because it's easier for me to text on it than on the iPad, but I'm getting used to that, I guess. But yeah, I don't need anything more than that. Like, if I wanted more monitors while I was streaming, then I could just move my PlayStation into the other room. But I'm not gonna do that because my TV is gorgeous, okay? You don't know my TV, but I know my TV, and it's perfection, okay? Lady will have the Department of Transportation monitor set up hundreds of little screens. I don't need it. Hear me out, right? 8. Nope. You're gonna say 9 next. Give me your TV? No. I worked very hard to get that TV, and I fractured my ankle 2 months later. True story. That was actually a wild year. It was 2021. I got the PS5 in June. I got the TV in late August. I got it specifically for an upgrade because the PS5 can output at 120 frames per second, but it's got to be with a TV that can actually match that. And our previous TV did not. So I got a fancy TV, all right? I saved up my money so I could get a nicer TV because I knew I would be using it. And it turns out that was very much the correct move to make because only a couple of months later, at the very beginning of November, I was on my way to work, walking as I normally do. Long story short, let's just say that I was trying to move out of the way of a lady with her dog, her greyhound, that for some reason was cutting through the brush instead of following the path. My shoe got caught on an exposed branch. I twisted, fell over, and fractured my ankle. Which we didn't know that at that moment, but it sure felt like I did. So then I spent 2 months after that out of work, and I couldn't walk around very much, so needless to say, having a brand new shiny TV with the PS5 was the only entertainment I really had at that time, and it was greatly utilized. If I want, I have 3 screens that can view 4 streams per screen, 5 mobile devices, iPad, TV, and my Echo. So I can watch everything on it at once. That sounds kind of like a nightmare, but I respect it. Yeah, if I'm at my PC, I will normally put a stream up on the iPad to support the friend. And then if I want to comment on something, I might move it over on one of the main screens. I made fun of her for months. Okay, listen. You know, because the nature of the world, I went back to work. Like, the boot had just come off. I was still relearning how to walk. It was not a good look. You know, it was hard relearning how to walk, and going downstairs was a difficulty that took a couple of months to, like, gradually work my way back into. But when I got back to work, my coworkers they are my friends. Like, I do really like them. They would tease me a lot about it because I was limping. I was limping around, and I worked at a grocery store, and there would be moments where we're closing the store, a customer decides they don't want a product anymore, and of course it was a frozen product, which is on the other end of the store from where I was at that time, and I couldn't do it. If I was the one that was limping all my way to the other side of the store to put away a pizza and then go back to the front end, it would take me like 8 minutes. I'm not even joking. It was that bad. So they would always, like, sort of tease me because, like, you know, and good-naturedly, but it was pretty pathetic because I couldn't even put away the pizza. They were all very kind and helped me out, but, like, Jesus. A lot of them agreed that I probably shouldn't have been back at work so early, but, you know, the doctors know only went so far, so I had to go back or suffer the consequences, I guess. But yeah, later on, like, probably 6 months later after that, one of my coworkers ended up taking a tumble downtown, and she, like, scraped the fuck out of her knees or something, so she had difficulty walking, and she sheepishly came up to me the next day, and she was like, I am so sorry that we made fun of you for that. I can't do it. Like, she couldn't walk. Like, it was just that moment of clarity of, like, now that she was experiencing something similarly, it was like, oh man, we were a bunch of assholes to you, but, like, in a good way, but oops. Yeah, I did not bully her for her knees. I was more concerned, because after you experience something like that, I feel like you're a lot more empathetic to other people having a similar issue as you. Like, when I saw someone else come into the store and they were on crutches with a boot, I was just like, oh my god. Like, I remembered what that was like. Limperious lady. This was my first and only time ever injuring myself in that capacity. Like, I had never been... Like, honestly, I had never been to the hospital before for anything related to my health until that moment. It was a very strange experience. It's my first time in a wheelchair, too. Because they put me in one at the hospital, because obviously I couldn't stand. My balls did survive the stream. You didn't get to yell at me once. Get wrecked. I think the crab should be back. Now that story time is over, let's go beat up a crab again. I teased my friend today with her back pain like crazy today, and I've had that pain. I mean, back pain's a bit different, but maybe I'm just a more empathetic person. Who's to say? One might say that I can be a nice person at times, especially more so in person. I'm sure that Rose and John PP might be like, LOL, nah, but still. I did that too early. You can still do it though. Just gotta back up.
Let my name echo in song! The Temple of Wisdom! Breaking you!
Let the mighty be humble!
I honestly feel kind of bad for the crab. He's getting absolutely brutalized every time. Congrats on your shelter. Alright, now that you've learned the lady lore that I wore a boot once. GG. Oh, of course now I get 3 when I don't really need it. Crit damage. That's not terrible. We'll save that. I think for the moment, I will leave them up here. Because I can condense resin and then use it on gold books this weekend. I do not have a car, so that is inaccurate. I do have a driver's license and know how to drive, but I do not own my own car. Oh, we got enough for another wish, I guess. Standard, but still. You guys ready for something truly exciting to bless our screens? You ready for this? Your legs are the car? Well, my legs betray me on the regular, so I don't know what that says about them being a car. Woo! It's a blue! Debate club. Well, we can sit here debating the logistics of my legs being a car, or we could go raid a good friend of mine, Reminisce 9999. Great segue. Hold on. It always takes me a little bit longer on this tablet because I just don't know where anything is on Apple products. Reminisce 9999. Thank you! This was actually a very fun stream. I really liked the event. It was very chill. It was very goofy and well written. It had some feels, had some laughs. I accomplished a lot in regards to leveling my characters. Gaming is now up to 80. Cloud Retainer is 90.
The secrets of the mechanical arts are...
Shush. Yeah, like, I don't know. It feels like I actually accomplished a lot. It was nice. I appreciate that you dropped by, Wasabi. Congrats on the PB. I will be back tomorrow with Honkai Star Rail. The 2.0 major update came out on Tuesday, which released a new world called Paniconi. And, you know, I've been trying to avoid spoilers like the plague, but people I've definitely maybe seen some things, but didn't delve too deep. But it does look like it will be hype AF. So that is tomorrow's objective. This whole weekend, my entire plans were just Genshin and Star Rail, because I was falling behind on both. So yeah, tomorrow is Penacony, and then we will be back up to date with that. And then on Tuesday, I will be doing a multi-world with our one and only Noodle Long, and also Kill the Sheikah will be dropping by for that multi-world, so I am very excited for that. But yes, all the love. Thank you for watching. We're heading over before the raid ends. Big hugs. Farewell. Bye!